Oh, gracious, chat. Man, we got some news to talk about. This is what I get for taking a day off, chat. When I take a day off, it always stockpiles. There's always so much to talk about that just magically happens on the day that I take off. Every single time, chat. It never fucking fails, dude. Absolutely wild. Hello, guys. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Subathon day 466.
Pretty windy and with a side of Vtuber
Oh, you know it's always Vtuber news. Every single time, chat. Every single time I'm like, oh no, everything's gonna be fine. Some shit has to happen. Every day that I take off, some shit has to go down, and this is no fucking, exception to that rule, right? So, yeah, the snowball just keeps rolling. It really does. It really does. Hi, guys. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Subathon, day 466. 5 hours and 31 minutes remaining. Wow. Absolutely crazy we've gotten this far. It's really crazy. Today, chat, I'm going to let you know, today's the last day for wheel spins. I did bring back the wheel for yesterday and today. And after that, it is going away, chat. And then after this weekend, we're going to have another update to the Subathon timers. So this is kind of going to be the last chance to, really add, a bunch more time because I think, like I said, some things are going to be changing after the weekend. So in 0 days since we had zero Vtuber news, there's always something to talk about, right? But in this case, chat, we do have to talk about some things going on with Fifi. Fifi actually getting banned, which has sparked a lot of controversy about her outfit, etc. What are the guidelines on Twitch? We have this argument not really argument, but every time it comes back up, it's every 6 months or so. So we're going to talk about that. Thanks, guys. We're going to talk about this. It comes up every 6 months or so, so I do want to discuss that. We're also going to discuss, of course, what's going on with Saba. Saba's been gone for a while, chat. That's not a surprise to anybody, but because Saba has been gone so long, everybody is losing their fucking minds, and now they're canceling their subscriptions, which has caused a big controversy as well. So we're going to take a look at that. We're also going to talk about what's recently going on with Kobo. Kobo actually commentating on a League of Legends tournament.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't spread over every egg. Why won't you die? Can't hurt me, Jack. Nanomachine, son.
Why are people giving Saba grief? She'll come back when she's ready. Exactly. I don't really think that it's that big of a deal. Saba's gonna do what Saba's gonna do, right? But I mean, if you want to cancel your subscription, by all means, cancel your subscription. However, I don't really know if it's really worth, making a post about it, but, we'll discuss it. We'll get into it. So, League of Legends, and there's the problem. Yo, what's up, Clara? There's one song going in my head that fits your VTuber model. What is it? I'm scared to know. I'm scared to know. But we will take a look at all that. Yeah, Saba didn't really do anything, right? I feel like it's one of those things where we're now in, a lot of a culture where it's it is a problem. Everybody wants to. I've legitimately never heard of that song, Clara. I'll have to look that up. I feel like we're very much in a culture where everybody's there's a problem, and so everybody's oh, I have to make a big deal out of it. Oh my God, I have to share my opinion and blah, 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 blah. And guys, it's sometimes it's not even that serious, right? It's it's okay just to do what you're gonna do and not make a post about it. It's if you don't like people, sometimes it's better just to block them and move on, chat. Sometimes people just get way too invested in what people are doing. It's guys, just block them and move on. You don't have to sit here and keep dealing with them over and over. I know that that's a controversial take, apparently, but I feel like this is very much... Yo, Belfry, thank you for the 5D. Thank you so much. Let's go, W. Belfry. They want to post to go get about... I don't know. It just feel very, parasocial at times. I agree with that. Thank you so much, Belfry. We will get your wheel spin here in just a bit. Thank you so much. Actually, you know what? I should probably pull it up now, shouldn't I? You know what? Let's do the wheel spin now because, yeah, let's do the wheel spin now. I got you. Let me find right screen to capture. That is not the right screen. That's my new screen. Okay, here we go. I got it. Here we go, chat. It's time for a wheel spin. Here we go, Belfry. You ready, dude? Let's go. Thank you so much again for the 5. I really do appreciate you. Surely, chat. We're gonna get like 30 seconds or something, right? It's gonna be absolutely nothing, right? Bro, are you serious? Double milk, chat. All right, everybody, you get double milk. There you go. Double milk it up, chat. Double milk it up. Fuck, dude. Every time everybody's like, yeah! They're just pressing the button like 30 times. Double milkies for everybody, chat. Let's fucking go! You love to see it. You love to see it. Everybody's like, don't clip that. Don't clip it. Don't. Everybody's just like, glug, 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 glug. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. I'm making noodles and I burnt the water. How much waffle should I flush down to set? Well, what the fuck? Are you like that guy on TikTok that just like throws together a bunch of words? Then we get a sentence so it just confuses people? That's what the milk redeem does. Milk's good for bones, exactly. You know, I got plenty of that calcium C, but never enough calcium D, chat. Don't take that out of context either. How do you burn water? Oh, I've done it. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of milk. Double milkies for everybody. Thank you so much, Belfree. You've caused the double milking to happen. So, yeah, what's up, Calm? How are you, sweetheart? Oh, chat, what's up with y'all? How are you today? Hope you had a good day so far. I actually slept. I'm feeling really good today. Also, have a VIP here today. Congratulations on getting VIP, dude. Absolutely incredible. Can we give some love to Calm, please, who just hit VIP? Bro, that's insane. What's up, Hazel? How are you? We're celebrating Calm getting VIP. Calm, you're already VIP, bro. Wait, Calm, you're already VIP. How do I VIP you again? You get double VIP? Is that a thing? What a gamer, chat. What a gamer. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. This is Elara knows the importance of calcium. Our bag needs it for carrying us in night rain runs. Absolutely. Yeah, damn, Calm. What the fuck, dude? How do you get double? Oh, you got it? Okay, I was like, he's super VIP. Thank you, Walk. I appreciate that. I forgot you can do that now. Yeah, I think it's Calm. You've been lurking this whole time. You've never chatted in my stream until this. What a fucking gamer, dude. Yeah, what a... What a fucking gamer. Absolute lurker right there. I appreciate you, dude. Everybody that lurks, talks, doesn't talk, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Today, chat, we are going to be doing, of course, news. After that, I do have a collab. However, I'm going to be doing the collab off stream. So, you know, go and support all the other people. But it's going to be fun, guys. We got a really good lineup of people. I think I showed that to you yesterday, but here's everybody as well. It's going to be awesome, guys. So, really hope that I will see you. I'm at 1 o'clock for that. We'll try to raid into somebody that's live so we can do that. Also, tomorrow as well, chat, we have a huge tea time lined up. Look at this crew, chat. Look at all of these cuties. What if Cassie is needed to carry the whole team for night room? Does that mean Toomsy needs it too? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Toomsy hasn't had enough calcium in his life. If that's what I'm going to go for as well. Yeah, you're almost here. You're doing great, Chris. That's right. I got Sonic the Hedgehog VTuber, chat. I have pulled out all the stops for you today. But this is actually coming out. We're going to be doing this collab tomorrow. Very, very exciting to hang out with a bunch of people. So come on by. We're going to be starting at 10 a.m. in the morning, chat, going until 4 in the afternoon. You know it's always going to be some chaos. Always going to be. Yeah. He's very sweet. I've collabed with her before. Yeah, she's very, very nice. Yeah, I kidnapped Sonic just for you guys. You're welcome. Yeah, I'll bring the chili dogs and I don't know, what the fuck else does Sonic like? I don't know. Pissing on the moon? Yeah, I don't know. But it's gonna be a great crew. Hope I will see you then. Gonna be awesome. Latinas, yeah. No, that's Shadow. That's Shadow. Shadow's the one that loves Latinas. Yeah. I mean, actually, does Sonic love Latinas too? I don't really even know that. Is Sonic a Latina guy? I mean, I'm trying to think of the movie. Did he say anything like that? I don't think so, right? Like, I do love Latina Shadow. Where did that meme even come from? I thought he loved princesses with carrot legs. No, he does not. Her carrot legs still bother me, by the way. Guys, I just say, I don't think that's up. The timing on that was absolutely incredible, by the way. Sonic is 16 shadows over 15. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he kind of like sat in that cryogenic chamber for a really long time. That's absolutely true. I love big booty Latinas, Shadow. Yeah, he absolutely really said that. I promise, guys. Definitely 100%. Hey, Lunsel, thank you so much for the 24 months, dude. And Borg, thank you for gifting a sub. I take it as the Hype Train level 2. I appreciate all of you. You know what, chat? It's been a while, so you know what? I was gonna show you something, but you know what? Fuck that, guys. It's been a while since we had a Hype Train. So you know what? Let's have some fun today, chat. If we hit a level 10 Hype Train right now, I will not add 1 minute. I will not add 5 minutes. I will not add 30 minutes. I will add 1 hour to the Subathon timer. Yeah! That's right, chat. Level 10 Hype Train, 1 hour to the timer. Let's see what you got, guys. Let's see what you got, guys. I have to play the inspirational music every time. Speaking of time as well, guys, I did want to let you know my plushie is available for pre-order. You type exclamation point plush, you can go pre-order for every single one. Mama, thank you so much for the 10 gifted, dude. Why did you run me over, though? I didn't deserve that, dude. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate it. Scuba, say, stop running me over, guys. I can't deal with this. Scuba, stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. Thank you guys for the level 5 Hype Train. Let's fucking go. Thank you guys so much. When a plushie is more safe for work than her model. Absolutely.
Nah, never
Absolutely.
get a new eye.
Holy. Guys, my plush is available for pre-order. I gotta just type exclamation point plush. Also, for everyone that we sell, I will add 50 minutes to the timer. So if you do buy one, let me know in chat, or you can let me know in Discord. And I will make sure that I add that time for you. Thank you guys so much. I think we're a little over halfway to our goal. We have till the end of the month, so thank you guys so much. All right, well, we got 4 wheel spins. Let's do it, guys. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate you, Skibby Steve and Bama. Bama, here are your 2 spins. Let's see what you get, bro. All right, you know, 2 minutes. That's a good first spin. Not bad. I mean, we take those. All right, let's see what else you get. I'm a masochist. No, I just
is a masochist.
Baja, just Baja.
She likes
Okay, Baja,
torturing
like Baja
herself
Blast. Got
by
you.
extending the Subathon.
Baja Blast. I'm gonna call you Baja Blast now. All right, dude. 4 minutes in total. That's really not bad. Scuba Steve, thank you so much as well. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. All right, Scuba Steve. Here we go, bro. Here are your 2 spins. Thank you so much. Also been in the loop forever. I just come back to Saba being hated on with a small fish. Do nothing, basically, but... What the fuck is this? We hit 30 minutes! Are you serious? What? You're telling me the smallest little tiny thing and we hit at 30 minutes. Are you fucking me right now? That's crazy. Oh my god, Shadow Dragon, thank you for the 10 as well, dude. All right, I'm gonna get you a wheel spin. Fuck, 30 minutes, dude. That's crazy, dude. That's actually crazy as fuck. All right, here we go. Another wheel spin coming up for Scuba Steve. And then we're going to get Shadow Dragons. That is actually crazy. All right, 1 minute for, of course, Scuba Steve. Thank you so much, Scuba Steve. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. This one is for Shadow Dragon and his 2 wheel spins. Here we go, guys. I think we're going to get a dance party going as well. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. Okay, I think we're going to get some wild. This stick bug is wild. Okay, you for some reason you keep landing on double milk, and I've already done that one, so I'm gonna respin that one, okay? But you get one more spin here, Shadow Dragon, just for you. Let's see what you get, dude. You guys have added a lot of... I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it here. 30 minutes? What the fuck? Are you serious? Dude, what did I do to deserve this? You guys are rigging the fucking wheel, dude. How the fuck are you doing this? Oh my god. Alright, here we go. That's insane. That's actually insane.
You she likes extending.
You guys
the
are hacking the
timer.
fucking wheel, dude. How did you hit 2:30 minutes? You should have challenged the chat mistakes are made. Nah, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Looks like we're the extra hour before the hype train.
Kogo 100.
That is wild, dude. That's absolutely insane. What the hell? That's what happens when you take a day off. I really, so true. Pushing the toolbox to hide it. No, we don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yo, what's up? How's it going, Maestro? The longest Subathon I've ever seen. I think the Melissa's was longer, and Emily CC's is even longer. Hers is how many? What? Dude, how many times am I gonna get easy, guys? Dude, oh my god, it won't fucking stop. Let me have it. Man, dude, thank you for the 25. Oh my god, dude. Thank you so much. What a gamer, chat. What a fucking gamer. Get some WS for Baja. Baja Blast right now, chat. Give it to him right now, guys.
Truck
absolutely crazy. Thank you so much, Baha. All the parties for you, bro. Holy, dude. Alright, I'm gonna do a wheel spin for you ×5. Whatever this lands on, we're timesing it by 5, okay? Yeah, we're doing a ×5 wheel spin. Here you go. Oh my god, it's been forever since we had these.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
50 minutes! 50 minutes! 50 minutes! Why me, God? Why me? What is going on? How are you guys doing this? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous, chat. What the fucking fuck? Today is the day of all time. Alright, well, here we go. Here we go. Let me add your 50 minutes, bro. That's
challenge
insane.
Accepted and overcome Kogo 100.
That's crazy, dude. The train's also... Okay, alright, look. You have to finish a level 10 train, guys. You have to finish the level 10 for it to count. When I say hype train level 10, you gotta finish the level 10. Okay, I gotta make that clear. Chat, type of 1 if you think it's something up, whatever him. Okay, so we were doing good for a while, right? We were doing so good for a while. We got the timer down to what was it, 11 seconds or something? It was almost fucking over, dude. Yo, what's up, Ghost? How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, it was literally almost over. I hope you're having a good day, Ghost. Welcome in. We're gonna be talking some VTuber news here in just a bit, dude. So stick around. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. We all knew chat never helped a woman finish. Got him. Yeah, just got your alarm. You're looking a little bigger today. Are you calling me fat? Okay, so last night I actually hung out with some of my friends. We were playing this game, and in the game it auto assigns skins. And it gave me the cow skin. And Tuppy was like, "Girl, you looking fat?" And I'm like, I'm sorry, why? And she's like, "No, you're cow, your tits." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes what? What the fuck, dude? Dude, thank you. What the fuck? Are you serious, dude? Are you serious?
What
damn
will
you,
all
damn
your
you.
German fans
Thank you
think?
for the 15 gifted 3 wheel spins. Coming right up, completing the level 10. Oh my goodness, guys. Let's get some celebration. for everybody that contributed to the hype train, adding an hour. I'm gonna add it right now, guys. Thank you so much. That is not what I pressed. Oh, Skull, thank you for the 10 as well, dude. I'm so sorry. I got distracted. Skull, thank you so much for the 10. All right, that is 5 wheel spins from 5 wheel spins. Damn, chat. Damn you. Damn you. Thank y'all so much. So I really do appreciate all of your support this morning, guys. All right, we got 3 from Wapper. We got 2 from Skull. We're gonna do a 1 times 5 chat. Here we fucking go. Let's wheel spin it up, baby. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Okay, I will take the 10 minutes. That works for me. I will take that. That's better than 30. I will take that.
I can't believe that Tuppy those words to you.
I feel like if somebody calls me fat, I'm like, are you talking about my butt? Like, can you call my ass fat? Like, I would appreciate that. We're so close to the tea time surprise. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Okay, speaking of that, I want to talk about some new Subathon goals, guys, because I did make some new Subathon goals for all of you. So these are really exciting, by the way. But let me talk about it for a second, because I made some kind of some smaller ones and some really big ones as well. So,
Fat Milker's gross titten.
Thanks, Darth. I'm going to make you lose another eye here in a second. So, we do have a special goal called Tea Time Surprise. This one can happen at any time, any tea time, so it doesn't have to happen right now. That's okay. It doesn't have to be hit immediately, right? My next goal after that is gifting 10 subs to smaller streamers. So I think 10 subs to 2 smaller streamers is what I would want to do. After that, our next goal after that is a 4 times timer that will activate for 1 day only. And then finally, guys, my final goal. I made a really, really big goal because, well, it's kind of hard to make goals at this point, right, chat? And you guys have been smashing everything for so long. So, do you see my final number down there, chat? Do you see how much it says? Do you see where we're at? And you see the final number that's down there as well. Y'all see that, right? A perfect streamer for the 10s gifted subs. Awesome. Well, that is one of my upcoming goals. So, I definitely want to spread the love to everybody as well. So many people have been good to me, so we should help out small streamers as well. All right, so everybody, type 1 if you can see that final number in the bottom on the Subathon counter, and also where we're at right now. Can everybody see that? Do you remember the exact day you started the Subathon? I don't even know anymore, Crumb. I can't even fucking tell you. I think it was November 18th, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Fork Fountain Kitchen. So, guys, I have made a final goal here at 32. What is that? 32,000. 32,000. So, I've made a really, really big goal, guys, but it's a very big stretch goal. Again, I know we're not gonna hit it, and that's totally fine, right? But I made a stretch goal at 32,000, guys, to go to Japan. That's always been one of my life dreams, is to go to Japan, and I think if we hit that number, I would be able to afford to go. So, big stretch goal, big dream goal. Again, that's a crazy giant goal, guys. But I would definitely, of course, give you lots of goodies along with that if we did actually hit that goal. But that is so for every sub, every 500 bits, everything like that, it gives 1 point. Just so you guys know. Take us with you. Okay, so I feel like I would have to take like 1 million pictures for you guys, which I would definitely be down to do, right? I would definitely be down to do if we actually did hit that goal. But again, that is a very, very big goal. The timer is at 9 hours right now. So we will see, guys. We will see. Thank you all so much for your support, guys. You are absolutely nuts. I appreciate all of you for the level 11 hype train. 93 gifted subs is insane, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the bits as well. Y'all are absolutely incredible. And thank you for keeping it going, guys. I appreciate you. I do want to try to hit day 500. I think it's my current goal. But if we don't get there, that's okay, guys. That's okay. I always appreciate you guys for everything. In other words, on League of Legends. I mean, that's the easiest way to put it, right? Thank you for all the wheel spins. Oh my god, I punched my microphone. Thank you for all the wheel spins, guys. Thank you for all the love. Thank you guys so much. This is what I get, guys. I didn't put my my microphone in the right place, so I'm punching it. I'm gonna go lie. I see we're going strong. Yeah, that's being crazy again. I'm hoping we hit 1,000 days. Bro, if we hit 1,000 days, I'm gonna cry, by the way. So, also, I did want to let you all know, chat, I am gonna be taking a break here pretty soon. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I am gonna be taking an actual break. Reason for that is because I'm having some health things going on, and I'm just really fucking worn out. I think that I might be taking a break here for a little bit. We'll see. I'll let you know. I just don't know exactly, you know, what's gonna happen, but I think because I don't have any breaks planned till like late September, early October, I think I'm gonna try and take a break here pretty soon, chat. I will let you know what's going on with that. It will probably be about a week-long break, just so that way I can rest a little bit
With
and actually
just
like
a single
actually heal
gifted
up.
Sub, you to Penny, the abuse to
I'm sorry, but I do need to take like a real break for once, and actually take care of my voice, take care of my body, and just get a reset a little bit. I haven't really had time to really work on things that I've wanted to work on. You know, I've really neglected things like my YouTube and stuff like that. I've neglected, you know, a lot of news things that I wanted to do, and I just need like a true week to kind of like reset, get back into good habits, you know, get in my workout schedule again, all that kind of stuff. So I will let you know when that's going to be, chat. It's probably going to be sooner rather than later. Right, and it is because of the subathon. I really need to take a real break and clear my mind again, and that way I feel like I can come back. And if I don't take a break till early October, we can subathon all the way until then if we want to do that, right? So that's kind of where I'm standing right now, chat. I do just want to let you know that's going on. I don't feel good about taking breaks. I don't like taking breaks. So of course, I will try to pick it up to you guys somehow. I think that I would probably do maybe double time for anything off stream while I'm gone that week. Is that fair, chat? Is that okay with y'all? Would that be an acceptable compromise? Because I feel bad taking time off. Yeah, I don't blame you, Ethan. Sorry, let me phlegm moment. Yeah, we'll let the editors, you know, have the basement for a week, stuff like that, right? Totally related, but there's a wildfire here raging in Georgia. Really? I didn't know that. I had no idea. That's crazy. I may better look to take a break, get a better productive state than, right, exactly. Well, I do feel bad because my deal with y'all was to stream every day, right? And if I can't do that, I feel like I need to make it up to y'all a little bit. So I think that's probably what I would do. But I'll let you know, guys. I'll let you know. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later, okay? I just wanted to be upfront about it. But anyway, there are ways you can add time with the, you know, the wheel spin today. You got the plushie, all that other stuff.
Elara, take a dang break and relax.
All right,
We'd
Valkyrie.
rather have you rest up and feel good than be a mess and starting to hate streaming. Get some rest.
Absolutely. To be completely transparent, guys, all that Kuno stuff kind of dragged me down pretty hard. But on top of that, too, I feel like I haven't slept very well. I feel like it's starting to get really to me, right? I feel like I'm on like the edge of burnout, and I don't want to get to that point, right? When you get to like burnout, there's no coming back, right? And I don't want to, you know, push myself past that point. So I think that I need to take a good break here. And also, my doctor keeps yelling at me because I haven't rested my voice. So I think that would do me a lot of wonders. Exactly, Darth, exactly.
We give you every day, don't feel
I'm always
bad
edging,
for
you know
a
it?
small
Yeah, I'm always
elara.
edging, guys. Yeah, I don't want to get to the burnout point. That is very much, you know, the thing, right? So I did cover that, Zolo. I did. I actually will follow up to that today, so we'll talk about that. But anyway, guys, let's get on into the news. You know what to type. Everybody do me a favor in chat right now and type news. And let's get right into hello hand tracking news. Hello hand tracking news. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get into it. Yeah, we have a decent bit to cover. I do have a hard cutoff at 1 o'clock, of course, because of our collab. So I want to make that clear. But other than that, we're going to get right into it, chat. Let me, I never know why my model is always like, kind of like, okay, why is my model always messed up on this screen, dude? I need like something to like fix it like permanently.
Don't you
exactly,
dare burn
exactly.
out. Go touch grass, see the sky, and swim in the ocean.
I don't really know if I would have too many places to go, but edge tracks. I feel like it'd be more of a like a staycation, but I mean it's fine with me. You know, I feel like a staycation would be nice as well. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. Again, I don't want to overdo it or anything like that, but I'll let you guys know. Okay, model, hello, please. Work with me, model, please. Okay, how's that look, chat? Is that good? No, that's not good. It's hard to get the camera angle right, because I don't want to like do this to y'all, but I also don't want to do that to y'all. So I'm like, I want like my model to like look straight without like too much boob like in the way. I'm just gonna get a reduction of my model, guys. No more boobs, 0 boob, guys. Wait, can I make my boobs negative? Oh my god, I just thought about that. Wait a second. Can I make my boobs negative? I've never tried that. Hold on. -1. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. They're concave. They're concave. Oh, great heavens. Yeah, that's pretty fucking wild. Oh my god, dude. That's actually insane. Holy. We popped the balloons, chat. We popped the balloons. So first up, as always, chat, we're going to be talking about debuts, graduations, all that stuff. But don't forget tomorrow, we do have a very awesome tea time. Scheduled. This is going to be fantastic. So I really, really hope that I'll see you all there. Look at all these awesome guests, chat. I mean, this is going to be a great time. So I really hope that I'll see you there. Yeah, going to be awesome, chat. You're a goofball, Elara. I know.
You are a goofball, Elara.
I know I am. I've always been a goofball.
You.
I blame my dad. Yeah, I blame my dad. It's mostly my dad's fault. Anyway, chat, let's dive into that. First up, I do want to talk about what's going on recently with Nini. Well, I guess Nini deleted this one because it was ultimately restored, but Nini was having problems with her YouTube. Good news, guys. Nini actually got their ASMR channel back. I think you probably recall me mentioning this very, very briefly, but yes, she did actually get her ASMR channel back. So we did get the good ending on this one per se, but nonetheless, it still sucks to see YouTube constantly attacking people and, you know, again, ruining all of their stuff, right? So she did get it back. That is incredible to see. Awesome stuff. I think I'm gonna move this actually, if y'all don't mind. All right, guys, we're doing a little camera work. Yeah, we're gonna do a little camera work, chat. Oh my god, that's so much better. Oh my god, that's way better. All right, awesome. I like that. Yeah, that is so much better. Holy shit. Bye-bye. I gotta go see my big sister. Okay, have a good one, sweetheart. Yeah, no worries. Have a good one, okay? Yeah, I think it's, or is it shaky? I don't think it's shaky, right, chat? Okay, all right, we're good. Yeah, that's so much better. I was like struggle busting, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Biggest boom, ever they do with no reason behind. I know, and that's my biggest problem about all these, right? Like, they never seem to ever like do right by the creators. They'll just ban you for whatever fucking reason they feel like. Like, even if it's just entirely wrong, They literally just do not care. They literally don't, and it sucks so bad. I really hate that for Nini and everybody else that's had to deal with that shit. You know, I cannot imagine losing all of my channel just to the fact that YouTube really just doesn't give a shit. But that's the case. But anyway, Nini did get hers back, which is great to hear. Also, of course, we have another instance of something like this happening, guys. And that is actually going to be going on here with Tsunami Cat as well. Tsunami Cat. What's up, Darth?
AI moderation tools need to be
Absolutely.
regulated.
Absolutely. Of course, Tsunami Cat going on to say, hey guys, please retweet. I need some help. Team YouTube, I tried to create a new channel today for my music content. As my main channel is primarily gaming content, it was almost immediately removed for impersonation, chat, which is absolutely wild. Again, just making a secondary channel to, you know, utilize the YouTube algorithm, right? YouTube algorithm is very much kind of like, it wants you to do one thing in one channel. So this is kind of what most people do. Like, I even have a music channel, right? Specifically for my music. Well, good news is, Tsunami Cat actually did have, you know, something good happen here. So, Tsunami Cat says, I'm free, chat. Please let you know we recently reviewed your YouTube account and take another look and can confirm this and not in violation of the terms of service. So it does seem like everything is looking better here, chat. Great to hear, finally. Yeah, great to hear on this one. It just really sucks to see when this happens to people. The AI moderation is just hitting them, but nonetheless, YouTube actually fixing this one, so that is great. So congratulations to her. Of course, also, chat, I do want to take a look at what is going on here with Meat. If you guys remember, a couple of days ago, I reported on Meat losing their YouTube. Well, good news here, chat. Meat actually got their channel back, guys. Of course, Meat says, I'll continue not to upload to the other 2 strikes pass, but we have all the old stuff. So this is their Bodge channel. They did actually get it back. Great to hear. Congratulations, Meat. Yeah, absolutely horrible that YouTube continues to do this, but nonetheless, at least we're getting some good endings out of this, chat. In other news as well, Ali actually going on to get a copyright strike, but not for the reason you might think it is, chat. There's like Ali actually got a copyright strike by her own self for using her own music on her own stream. That's right, copyright content has been detected in your video. Hot tubbing up a chat, and of course the content uses Embers by Ali. Like, I didn't get copyrighted by your own fucking music. That's insane, dude. What the fuck? Well, I mean, she can release the copyright on herself, but it's still ridiculous that she even got a copyright to begin with. What the fuck is YouTube doing here? There's gotta be something in place, chat, where this kind of shit does not happen. This is completely unacceptable in my book. Ridiculous, chat. Absolutely ridiculous. So, poor Ali here. Hopefully she'll be able to release that very soon. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? And I do want to take a moment, guys. We're gonna hop into one of our big stories immediately, just because it's about banning. But that is right, guys. Fifi actually, I got banned. Actually had to pull this screenshot from Kazana's video because she took this down. So thank you, Kazana, for let me screenshot that because I had the link, but I could not pull it from Web Archive. Anyway, Fifi goes on to say, pretty pissed and hurt by Twitch today. They suspended me because my new model is too sexy. I'm not trying to start shit, but I've been seeing bigger creators debut bunny outfits recently that do break 2S. When designing my new outfit, me and my art team followed 2S to the T. So why am I getting attacked? It feels like no matter what I do to follow the rules and do what's right, Twitch just enjoys hurting me. I'm honestly so tired of the hypocrisy and blatant lack of respect and care for streamers not in the 1%. Of course, you know, she got a 1-day ban, and here is her outfit, chat. So I want to talk about this outfit for a second, right, chat? Because a lot of people actually reach out to me, or a lot of people are pinging me on certain stuff, going, "Well, there's nothing wrong with this outfit, etc. You know, it fits all the things." So, Elara, can you tell me what is wrong with this? Well, I will say, guys, there are a few things in here that technically do break TOS, or at least what we know about Twitch's TOS. The problem here is that Twitch isn't always very straightforward with their TOS. So the problem here is that you have to take some guesses with what's actually going on. And that's what really sucks about Twitch, because they're never really just transparent. They keep everything muddy. Yeah, their TOS is just a mess. Anyway, they'll never quite really elaborate on certain decision making that they do. It's just really difficult to truly get a handle on what Twitch wants, right? So I do want to talk about this right now, and before we dive into it, chat, what do you think is wrong with this model right here? Yeah, is there any parts of it that stand out to you that's just like a big no-no? Exactly, the TOS is very weirdly like bendy. I think that's a good way to put it. Underboob, I bet. So my thought was maybe the underboob, like right here, but I mean my model has that. I don't think that's too much of a problem, right? I see a lot of creators kind of get away with that, right? So I don't think it's too much of a problem, at least in practice, right? First I was looking at the hips, and I'm like, well, also in practice, right? The hips, as long as they're covered with tights, this does seem to be the way to get by it, right? However, with sheer materials, as you mentioned, Pale, that may not count. So that was kind of my thoughts too. But also the body bones right here, right? Next to the genitals, right? The body bones. I think that this is probably the biggest problem, at least in my guess, right? Looking at what's going on with enforcement, you have, exposed hips. Well, I have seen the tights, as long as they're sheer, even they'll get away with it, so they consider that kind of covered. The kind of exposed boob here, I don't know, I haven't really seen too many problems with this. Again, this isn't like super egregious or anything like that. Everything else fits very well. But I think it's more to do with this, right? But what came out of this was a huge conversation. And Stevie Blunder, who apparently is very tied to the Twitch's automated system, had a lot to share with us, right? Which is pretty interesting, right? So Stevie Blunder says hi. Corpo Brain Stevie here. And this is somebody that has a little bit of knowledge behind the scenes. So, let's take a listen to what they have to say, chat, because it might be able to offer us some insight.
As someone who has a very minor and in developing and extreme knowledge of Twitch policy, something that comes up often in discussions is how important to understand that skirting the invisible line that is Twitch TOS is something that will almost always have you end up stepping on a landmine. These lines are not 100% defined for a reason, and it's so that creators do not try and approach them. However, most of these lines were very clearly defined and still stepped on, which prompted the ban.
Which does suck, because I know that they don't, like, Dan has said this before, right, the CEO of Twitch. He said certain stuff we don't define because things are always changing, but also the more we define it, the more people will try to push the envelope on it, right? And I guess I get that to a point, but I don't know, my professional career, I just disagree with that, right? And that's a personal take. I disagree with that because I think the more you define stuff, the better it is to hold people accountable for what it is, right? So I disagree with Dan's take on that. Really, people not defining what it is, to me is problematic, but again, they're running the business, not me, right?
Does it suck that there aren't 100% clear-cut examples with what's acceptable and not with visual aids to hell? Yes, and I wish in-depth glossaries existed for things as nuanced as this.
Yep.
Does it suck that other streamers have gotten away with violations?
Yep.
Yes, and they should be reported and penalized accordingly. Yep. Does it suck that some degree of internal bias exists for large vs small/medium-sized creators? Yes, and they should remove those staffers and impart those with as little bias or vested interest as possible.
So I do love this nuanced take, at least. It's like, yeah, Twitch's stuff is not perfect. I mean, that's not a surprise to us, chat. We know Twitch's stuff is not perfect. But it is good to at least hear that, yeah, we admit that it's not,
Does it suck
the way
that
that it
I
should
can't
be.
go to this live for the
And
next
this is like one of the
24
first
hours?
times we've had, like,
yes, and
people
I will
involved
be
with
beating
Twitch
my
say
shit
that.
raw when the next stream pops up. But ultimately, there were very clear lines that were crossed, and whatever due diligence was done, additional passovers and willingness to compromise with a system that will not compromise with you should be taken into account, not just for you but for anyone looking to wrangle with TOS policy.
And that is the problem, right? The system is the system. It's a computer, right? It says this is the parameters, and if you meet those parameters, you're gonna get hit, right? And you just can't compromise with it, right? Even though it might be wrong or right or need some kind of, you know, kind of like nuance applied, it's not gonna do that, right? So, so when evaluating reports for sexual conduct, attire is just one factor that we will use to make a determination whether the content is acceptable. Genitalia, buttocks, hips, female presenting nipples, and underbust must be covered at all times, right? So, I guess I do see to a point where they're like, okay, yeah, that's underbust, right? I guess for my model, like, if you were to, let's just use mine as a very quick example, right, chat? So, like, I guess technically, if you looked at my model, right, my underbust would be, I gotta fly the camera over to it. I guess my underbust is technically covered, right? Like, yes, I'm gonna let you look at my boobs, chat. If you look at my boobs, right, the underbust is technically, like, covered. There's a little bit exposed, like, kind of a bit, right? But I guess I kind of see their point a little bit on this one. Hip coverage is often forgotten in this rule, right? Well, this picture is not the same, right? Because we've seen in practice that this one does not result in a ban, right? Well, of course, with the, you know, the tights. Visible outside of genitals, even when covered. So I think this is the, I think to me, this is the biggest problem, right? In practice, chat, this problem is less, especially when you have the tights. But I think this is probably what got her in the most trouble. Now, chat, we do need to admit here that, sadly, a lot of things going on with Twitch are not fair, right? This is applied unequally. It's definitely biased, as of course Stevie said. So that's not a surprise here. But Stevie does go on to address a few things, which I think might kind of explain more. However, chat, unfortunately, this Fifi coming out and talking about this, it caused a lot of people to take the argument in the opposite direction. Instead of a learning, you know, prerogative, they decided to, well, be assholes, right? So let's go take a look at what Stevie said, and then we will talk about that as well.
200k impressions. Okay, time for some common arguments and questions. Q. Why are the rules on VTubers are not applied to female IRL streamers? Or male streamers?
And they are to a point.
These just don't garner as much attention from us, in the VTuber sphere, since we're not actively in their sphere outside of when the inciting incident.
Now, I will counter this.
says, Twitch and other people just hate tights.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
so.
mad.
I guess I will add to this just a bit because, you know, when I look at a lot of news, right, chat, I look at VTuber news, I look at non-VTuber news, I will say that in my perception, in my experience, the bans on VTubers are more than IRL streamers. Yes, this is fair, but also somebody that looks at both, I think that it is more so on VTubers than it is, you know, IRL streamers. So I do want to point that out as a counter argument, but again, that's only my experience and perspective.
Why was X banned longer for Y reason compared to A who was banned for B reason? A. Because of a mixture of harm analysis, severity of the offense, and previous behavior. If X does thing multiple times, the ban will be longer.
And that kind of is why
Fifi
probably
has a bad attire for a single stream,
easily, right?
You can expect that banning for one day means tomorrow's stream will not contain that attire.
And I think with Fifi, right? Fifi did get smacked with this one just because I think they come down harder on Fifi, right? Because she's had prior bans. And this isn't the only ban that she's had. But I think for her, they're just very, like, strict, which kind of sucks, right? It should be equally fair, but for her, they're like, well, you've done this before. This is kind of like, for us, it's kind of like borderline. So, you know what? We're just going to smack you just because you've done this before.
Q. I saw X streamer doing something with their boob/ass out. Why aren't they banned? A. They are either following policy and we are seeing only what we want to see, or they are breaking it and should be reported and penalized accordingly.
Yeah. And sadly, it's just,
Q.
they don't get
Why
everybody,
is stream
right?
and penalty moderation so wishy-washy? A. Twitch does not have a VTuber booby monitor AI powered by Grok and Claude nor people chained in a basement to monitor every stream ever. It is just fundamentally too expensive and inefficient. waste
this
of
is
resources.
So sad, chat. I cannot believe we don't have a VTuber booby monitor. Guys, y'all need to get on that. AI powered, guys. Come on, somebody out there smart enough. Get to programming, guys. Get back in the basement, programmers. Wild.
Twitch relies on people reporting streams to figure out when someone has a VOD/stream that has to be removed. Not all reports work, of course, but Twitch will not take action unless someone reports it.
Yep.
Realistically, with how often Thief runs into it, it's likely that she has hate watchers that instantly report spam her stream and she gets caught on policy violations, such as now.
That's probably more than likely.
I'm the booby monitor.
You're the booby monitor, Darth? I think this is a great point to bring up. She probably has hate watchers. They're reporting her immediately because it's kind of like borderline or shaky, or she actually did break it. They're like, bam, 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 and she always gets smacked because she has hate watchers, right? This is probably one of the most realistic reasons that I've ever seen somebody who has interacted with Twitch, or at least like worked on Twitch stuff, straight up just be like, yeah, this is probably why. And it's good to get confirmation, because I've mentioned this a lot of times in the past. This is probably actually why streamers are getting smacked sometimes. They just have hate watchers that report them, and then they get checked out, and it's like, ah, shit.
Q, this policy sucks and is stupid and double standard as hell. Why don't they change it? A. Money, viewership, metrics, and they don't care, since all these issues die after 1 to 2 days and people forget about it and move on to the next thing, because the internet is a turbulent river of ever-changing drama.
They're not
At
wrong.
the end of the day, the policy and moderation is the way it is because it works. If it didn't work, Twitch wouldn't receive advertisers because it would be a shitty place to do so. How many big name advertisers do you see buy ad space on current Twitter/Kick, for example? It sucks when you run into it, and I love Thief to death, but to say she didn't blunder here would be incorrect.
So I think it is fair to point out this part, the hips and stuff, the underboob. In practice, I don't see that being much of a problem for VTubers, because there's a lot that don't get banned for, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't, right? Because technically, under TOS, you are breaking it in a way, right? It requires nuance, but yes, you are technically breaking it, right? Now, what I will say is that, well, they're like, because it works. Well, does it really actually? Yes, Twitch receives advertisers, but I would also argue that, well, Twitch also isn't making a profit, so is it really working like that well? So yes, I mean, I get it, like, your system is doing what it was designed to do, but also at the same time, like, Twitch isn't making money, so are they really receiving all the advertisers, or the best advertisers they could? I don't think so, right? So, of course, this is drawn the real question here, which comes from Fu. Who goes on to say, I have a question, no hate to Shy Lily, of course. I'm confused how this Fifi model gets suspension, but these models don't. 2026, no consistency nor clarity from Twitch. So here is Shy Lily's current model, right? The succubus model. Now, hips, I mean, they're exposed, right? I don't see any bone definition. That might be why. Underboob, I mean, again, there is some, but I never feel like that's much of a problem. They might also, because this is covered by like a sheer, like, looking coverage, they might count that as coverage as well. But most importantly, chat, is there's no crotch bone showing, right? There's no genital outline or bone showing, and I think that is probably the biggest reason, right? I think that is 100% the biggest reason. Even look at this model where there's underboob, there is a little bit of hip, you can see that. I'm surprised this actually didn't get banned, but nonetheless, I think this is probably right here is probably why. So, the vajayjay bone, right? Clearly the same violation, especially if we're dealing with a wobbly, invisible line. I mean, again, I'm only telling you what I think because this is covering the underboob by something at least, with a sheer. In practice, right, Sinclair, looking at other VTubers, right, that have this same underboob, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Again, I do see the hips. Maybe there's argument to be made there, but, there it is right there. No, trust me, I get that. 100% Sinclair, I get that. In practice, let me please listen to what I'm saying. In practice, not rules, not TOS, in practice, as many VTubers as I look at and talk about this stuff, right? I promise, in practice, having a shear and this underboob is not really that big of a problem, right? Of course, right here, yeah, I can see why this might be a problem, maybe because there's not a bone defined here, but I think that this was the biggest problem. If I have to take a guess on what's going on, that's why. Yes, I get it, Sinclair, 100%. Technically, it breaks TOS, but in practice, looking at most other VTubers that have very similar models that are bigger or even other sizes that have not been reported or taken down, this underboob without shear is not a problem in practice, right? Now, again, we know Twitch is inconsistent. Maybe there is a weight to this argument, but I think that looking at all the VTubers I look at, looking at all the bands I've looked at, etc., the underboob here is not really a problem. The hips, you can kind of take that or leave that. It's like a 65-35. Also right here, this right here I think is probably the biggest reason though. Looking at what Fifi had, right here versus this as well, that's probably exactly why. Lily also has her promo model via the one she actually uses. Like the one in the promo model doesn't have any of this year. Yeah, that as well. Walk. So I really do think it was the genital bones that probably are setting off the person we're looking at it, reporting it, or automated system or whatever. Just looking at kind of the surrounding information, looking at what's there. What do y'all think? Do you think that it's the bones? Do you think it's the booba or the hip? What do you guys think about it? I think it's a dice roll. I think it's the bones. Yeah, I think it's the bones. I really, really do. Which sucks. Which really, really sucks because, again, I don't have a problem with that, right? I don't know why anybody have a problem with this. It's just, it's people's body, right? It's natural biology, but I don't know. I guess they view that as sexual, so, or at least like not safe for work or indicative of, I don't know, some kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I guess they think it's indicative of like insinuation or something like that. Most have seen a lot of people face suspensions over the bones before. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, so that's gonna be my guess, guys, as to why that is ultimately going on. However, of course, Fifi did follow this up, but I think it was very important. I mean, they're viewed as sexual for sure, considering the slang term and art for those bones. But Penny, also, breasts are viewed as sexual when that's just people's choice to sexualize breasts, right? I mean, like, there's definitely arguments to be made there, right? So, of course, Fifi actually did speak up about this, which I think was really important because people went on to attack other creators, and it was not the point of bringing it up, right? If anything, it was just like for Fifi, like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I get that, right? I 100%, get why maybe my model didn't check out. Now I know, but sending hate towards other people was not ever the want for this, right? But anyway, let's listen to Fifi.
Deleted my tweet about my recent ban. Many people took it as an opportunity to trash and shit on people like Lily, Silver, Cha-Cha, and many other VTubers who have bunny outfits, which wasn't my intention at all. I'm sorry if that post caused them any trouble. I loves bunny girls and I love my fellow VTubers. It's Twitch I'm mad at, not them. I still stand by my opinions on Twitch concerning TOS, its poor enforcement and lack of transparency.
I mean, I'll never argue against you on that. I hope in the future
Twitch will have the stance that if something is wrong for a VTuber, it's wrong for an IRL creator. We are all the same.
Which, again, I think that this person explained it very well as to why that might be. I agree with that take, but I will also agree with Fifi as well. Twitch concerning TOS, its poor enforcement, lack of transparency. We're not going to argue that, right, chat? Twitch is...
Oh, brother,
the sound bite really personifies my thoughts on Twitch as well, so I definitely get where you're coming from on that, Fifi. Don't get mad at creators, get mad at the idiots making the rules, exactly. So there is a real lack of transparency. I can understand why she's upset about it, and rightfully so, chat. So this is what's been going on with bans inside the VTuber space. wanted to share it with you, but there you go, guys. So chat, let's go take a look here. Band suspension, or I'm sorry, not band suspension, hiatuses, graduations, party celebrations, debuts, all that other stuff. So, so first up, guys, this is actually going to be Hanabusa Lisa. Hanabusa Lisa is part of Viespo, guys, the virtual esports project. They have debuted. They've been around for a while, guys, since 2020. Definitely a long-time member. Well, sadly, guys, looks like they're going to be taking a bit of a hiatus, chat. That is right. Unfortunately, kind of looking here what's going on, they decided to make an announcement about her. I know this is Risa. It's just a poor translation. It's actually about Lisa Hanabusa, guys. So anyway, let's take a look at what happened, guys. But it seems like she's going to be going on a bit of a hiatus for a while.
We sincerely thank you for your continued generous support. Regarding Risa Heimka, who is affiliated with our company, she recently underwent a medical examination due to poor health, and was diagnosed as requiring a period of rest and treatment. After repeated discussions with the individual and staff, with the utmost priority placed on her recovery, we have decided to suspend her activities for the time being. Please note that, out of respect for privacy, we will refrain from disclosing specific details about her condition. We deeply regret the concern and inconvenience this causes to fans and all related parties, and kindly ask for your understanding.
So, always unfortunate people have to step away due to health issues, but, I mean, it's very understandable, right? So, wishing her all the best. I hope things improve, but that's heavy, you know? Definitely heavy, guys. In other news as well, we also get to check in with Leo Kuga from Neoporte. Says, sorry, but I'll be taking a break from streaming to take care of my health. I apologize to everybody who's looking forward to seeing me in a meet and greet. But I promise I'll be back as soon as I am ready to, fully refreshed and healthy. So, again, Neoporte announcing the break as well. Hope everything goes well for them. Speaking of breaks, guys, Vexoria, the Sun Eater, not Vex Milk, Vexoria, is going on hiatus, guys. They'll be back in May to celebrate their 40th birthday. Hello, everybody. Lately, I've seen a lot of my Vtuber friends talking about taking a break and how important it is to step away, take time to recharge, recover, and reignite their creative spark. I've always found taking breaks to be a terrifying prospect, but a necessary one. You never know if your friends or fans will be there when you return. And when you step away from everything for any amount of time in this modern era we live in, feels like it's very easy to be forgotten. However, I think it's really important to take those breaks. Nobody can continue to run a marathon forever. You need to take a moment to step back, recharge, and get things to feeling refreshed and replenished. Very much agree. So in order to take that creative spark, keep that creative spark going forward and honor my own mental health, I decided to take a 2-week break starting on Thursday, April 23rd. So that was yesterday. And we'll return on May 9th. So again, to celebrate their 40th anniversary. 40th anniversary, their 40th birthday. So wishing Bex all the best in that. It makes sense. Yeah, you definitely got to take breaks when you can. I mean, I was just talking about that. Yeah, you got to have them, guys. You got to have them. In other news as well, we got to check in here with Elio. It's a small announcement. I'll be taking a step back from full-time VTubing. Thank you for guys for making these months and years so genuinely joyful. I won't be gone completely. I'm still trying my best to stream when I can, but I don't want to keep making empty promises. I'll be honest, this decision was extremely difficult. It took a lot for me to come to terms to it, and to accept things as they are. I've been given an opportunity to train somewhere that I simply couldn't turn down. Because of that, I won't be able to keep VTubing full-time. Hiatus will begin on May 17th and last until mid-August. So again, wishing Elio all the best in that. Definitely makes sense. Look, guys, opportunities come up. Things change, right? Of course, also, we have Imaru, don't know how to pronounce it, coming from Good Stars, says, notice of hiatus. I'll be taking a break from streaming starting April 26th, which is in 2 days. Roughly a month. I plan to return to the end of May. To be honest, I've been doing very well. I like to take a step back from things as a breather. I've also have traveling to do and be difficult to stream during that time. So definitely makes sense. Of course, also, guys, we gotta go take a look here at what's going on with Hilo chat. Unfortunately, Hilo having to extend their hiatus, guys. I know we talked about when they went on hiatus, but Hilo going on to add, hey guys, this is the best news. but my hiatus is going to be extended. But I do need help. A lot of very private stuff that's been devastating has happened. I won't go into details, but as a direct result, I need to move. I'll be doing a crowdfunding, and just if you can and want to help, it mean the world to me, but please do not write yourself thin over it. So, sounds like something happened with them. Wish them all the best, guys, and go support them if you can. At least in a little bit of better news, chat, we do have this big cutie here. In case you've ever heard of them, this is Kyoresu, sorry. Kyoresu actually has been gone for about a year, but he just recently came back 3 days ago. Came back from a year hiatus. So, very cool, chat. Very good news. Nice to see people, of course, return from hiatuses. We always be like, oh yeah, you know, indefinite hiatus, we'll never see you again. But in this case, chat, this does look like we have a bit of a outlier, and we got some good news. So, very good to see them back. Everybody wish them all the best. Yippee! Let's go. In other news as well, guys, graduations going on. Just a few. Not a lot, but just a few. Of course, we got to talk for a moment. Well, this was Rhea Roadkill. I guess Rhea has already moved on. So Rhea Roadkill did graduate. Looks like they're already privated. Of course, also we have Jolene. Jolene says, hey, everybody. This says of the notice. As of May 5th, I'll be ceasing activity on my main Twitch channel and social media accounts as Jolene. This has been something I've been debating, doing for a long time now. Hope you can forgive me for graduating so suddenly. If I don't know what the future holds, I hope that I've brought joy to you all these years. Streaming has brought me immense joy, and I wouldn't trade my experience for the world. So I wish them all the best, chat. And we'll be looking forward to seeing them back if they return. If not, you know, wish them all the best in their future endeavors, chat. And then finally here, just one more I want to talk about is Naba. Naba goes on to, no, I decided not to cover that. And then, so, I did see Froggy's announcement, but, I mean, really, she's just kind of dialing back a little bit. So, I don't really count that as like a hiatus or anything like that. She's just dialing it down. So I do have a couple, like, okay, so people ask me sometimes how I decide my news. I have a few rules. So, when it comes to like health stuff, I don't really report on health stuff unless it's like really serious. Also, if somebody's like dialing back, but it doesn't really like super affect their stuff, it's not like a true like hiatus or graduation, I won't really talk about it. If people do really release music projects, I don't really talk about those either, just because so many people release music all the time. And same with merchandise. Unless it's something like really just, you know, exceptionally special for both of those, I don't really report on those. Everybody releases merch, everybody releases songs, things like that. So there's kind of 3 things I always don't really report on. Of course, Naba says, it feels strange writing this now, especially since I've only started being present these past few months. But I'll be going on indefinite hiatus. I know this might come as a shock, mostly to my friends and mutuals. I'm sorry for how quiet I've been. But I'm going on a long journey. I need to follow what feels true to my heart right now. My last stream will be on Sunday, April 26th. Take care, everybody. So I can go check out Naba and, you know, wish them all the best, guys. So now is the time that you get to clap, chat. And we're going to celebrate some partners. First up, guys, it's going to be Bucket. Bucket actually hitting that Twitch partnership. Congratulations to them. They're actually going to celebrate later today. So I certainly going to pop by their stream to celebrate with them. Very exciting. Of course, also, guys, we have Thea, who also hit Twitch partner as well. Saying I would have been able to achieve partner if it wasn't for everybody I met along the way. It's enough to make me cry. So again, congratulations to them as well. Of course, also, guys, we have Nafu, who just got Twitch partner as well. Congratulations to them. And then finally, guys, Captain Shira going on to get Twitch partner as well. We did it first try. For 2 years of streaming in only 3 months after 1.0 debut, we got it. Absolutely incredible. So congratulations to all these people in that Twitch partner, guys. Big, big milestone for sure. So, guys, let's talk about some debuts that you might have missed. Then we'll talk about debuts and events coming up that you're going to want to write down. And there's some big events that got announced, chat, like absolutely enormous So of course, if you missed it, Nami actually made Shy Lily's new penguin model. Super duper cute. I love her art style. Amazing. Bolts also ended up debuting their brand new model to go along with the Mouse PI game. They decided to do a Betty Boop cosplay for that as well. Super cute. Love that so much. That was actually really smart. Same kind of like, you know, art style and era too. So really cool. Of course, also, Nitya from Face Connect decided to debut their 3D low poly model. Looks incredible. Looks like a PS1 game. I love that. I kind of want a 3D model like this. This looks really cool. I love that. Oh, then my boobs would just be like triangles, so maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Of course, also, guys, if you missed it here, we do have Spica. Did I say that right? Kira Spica from Vtuber, who just debuted their 3D as well. Looks incredible. Oh, I said that right. But here's their brand new model, chat. Very, very cool. They got a full room and everything. Yeah, I love that. It's really cool. It's kind of like a video game, you know? Love that a lot. Also, guys, in case you missed this one, got a few more to talk about. I think I'm going to kill some tabs while I do that. I've read a Power Guy before, but he also has a low poly 3D model. You know, I've seen a few people that have done that now, and I think it's really cool. I'll be honest. Of course, also, guys, we have Cap, the Reva Cap, who just debuted their brand new model right here. Looks amazing. So congratulations to them. Again, check that out, chat. Looks really, really good, huh? I love that. Fireworks and everything. Nice zoom. Of course, in other news, guys, let's check in here with Kara Wilderwood. Kara Wilderwood. Say that 5 times fast. Kara Wilderwood debuting their 2.0 and their brand new model. What do you guys think of this? I think it looks great. Yeah, I love that. I like the color of the microphone cord as well, like to match the model. Really, really fantastic. So there, of course, is Kara's brand new 2.0. Very cool. Of course, also, chat, we do have to talk about some big debuts going on here with Hololive. In case you missed it, we did have Kiara, who debuted her brand new Monster Hunter collab outfit. This is the Monster Hunter collaboration outfit. And this looks amazing. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Every chat, I'm a little biased because I think I gotta say I love Mori's just a bit more. Maybe I'm biased, guys, but this looks so fucking badass. Look at this. This is Death Yourself has gone full death metal in my brain. New outfit inspired by Figian Xenogreed. Maybe some of you Monster Hunter people know that, but this is so fucking cool. Yeah, I love the dragon scales. Yeah, it's like very badass, right? Yeah, you know what this is, chat? I'm assuming it's some kind of like character or something, right? Yeah, the spikes are awesome. No, I love this. Very like death metal. Very, very death metal. So congratulations, Mori, on all those as well. Look, Cafe Corvus, I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce that correctly. Very cool. The chat, let's talk about some events coming up. I want you to pull out your calendars. Chat, why aren't you pulling out your calendars? I said pull out your calendars, chat. Get your calendars out. So of course we have Kyrie Crocodile, who's going to be debuting on Twitch later today, actually, 1 p.m. PST. Gonna have their Twitch debut. I mean, they've been around, but that's still pretty cool. They're doing that nonetheless. Pull out those calendars. Also, to add to this, we also have Haka. You might know Haka from Hollow Stars English. Definitely been talking about them a bit. They're actually going to be doing a 3D mini live coming up. Very, very cool. So this is actually going on later today, chat. Later tonight, actually. So go check that out, guys. Very cool. I think I have I think I have the YouTube link for it. Hold on. What is this link? Okay, yeah, that was just to give you the time and date. Cool. Sometimes I have links and I don't even know what they're for. I just like put them there. It's mainly been focused on editing YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Of course, also, guys, Fantastic Reality FR Productions has announced an insane event, chat. Guys, if you were here paying attention, please type 2 in the chat. This is absolutely insane. event right here, chat. We gotta talk about this. I mean, I'm fucking blown away by this thing, chat. This is so fucking cool. Yeah, let's talk about this for a moment. So we have, of course, this big event here, Fantastic Reality, presenting a few events here. We have Fantastic Reality Found Futures, presented by Irium, Annie Bash Crossroads, and the Doki Doki Rewind Time. Well, guys, look at this lineup here. We have, of course, Found Futures, a 3D concert, headed by Matara, Keisan, and Lily Pichu. Of course, the next day, we also have one headed by Ryu, Hoshimiya Toto, and, of course, produced by the Asahi crew. And, of course, the Doki Doki Rewind Time going on with Doki Bird and, of course, Chibi Doki, guys. This is an insane fucking event, 3D event. I mean, we got Matara in a 3D concert. You got Doki Bird. Doki Bird actually going on to talk about the Doki Doki Rewind Time. So let's listen to what she has to say, chat. This is absolutely fucking nuts, dude. July 4th and 3rd going on at the Vermont Hollywood, chat. Man, I wish I lived in California sometimes. This is so cool.
There will be lots of special guests joining me to sing some of your favorite punk, rock, and even emo songs, so please look forward to their announcement.
Nice.
Some of my guests will even be singing more than one song. I wanted to do a special theme for this event that's something different from your traditional Vtuber concert and bring some NA flavor and throwback to when times were much simpler back then. I wanted it to feel like you are watching a NA concert with your favorite rock band. I was personally involved with the planning and direction of my concert almost every step of the way, from coming up with the name all the way to handpicking the merch and artists, and this is one of the most ambitious and stressful project I've ever participated in.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
This is my first full set list concert as the only headliner, and there were a lot of roadblocks along the way.
Yeah, filling all that time is
I've
hard.
had a lot of breakdowns and crying sessions trying to make this concert a reality, so I'm very happy that it's finally revealed and it's actually happening.
Yeah, I can tell you, being around the music industry because of my dad, I know how difficult these concerts are to put on. So, like, huge shout out to Doki on getting all this going. I mean, I can only imagine, guys.
It's a full English set list that I've personally picked and curated to fit the whole theme, and I wanted everyone to feel like they were really transported back to the Y2K era,
setting
with
everything
punk rock and the emo scene sprinkle along on top. If you are coming, don't be afraid to sing along and rock on. We will be accompanied by a live band, and I'll also be debuting 2 new 3D outfits that will be on theme with the concert. Reminder that my concert is on day 3 and day 1 and 2 is a separate concert.
It's still really cool that there's so many big names like attached to this 3D concert, and there's so many offerings
the
too.
The VIP package will come with a personal autographed postcard of an alternative color scheme of the key visual art, like a shiny Pokemon.
Nice.
We are also looking into putting the merch online as well. I know traveling is expensive and I want to accommodate as many Dragoons as possible, so we are still working on streaming tickets, so please be on the lookout for that.
Absolute W, Doki.
Thank you, Dragoons, for always supporting me and for helping me get out of my comfort zone to take on these ambitious projects together. Thank you to Chibi for joining me on this concert as my special guest and moral support. I really do hope everyone have fun and that the community will make lots of amazing memories together. We are gonna party like it's the end of the world, and we gonna party like it's 2012.
I love it. This looks so cool, chat. I'm very, very excited for Doki putting this on, headlining it herself, making all of this work out. Very, very cool, chat. So certainly be on the lookout for more information with this, chat. I think it's gonna be a big, big concert. In other news as well, guys, Bonnie Parkswell is actually going on to do her very first 3D concert coming up on May 1st, chat. So it's got music, dancing, merch, and more. Of course, some bigger sponsors as well attached to it. So go check it out, guys. Very cool. I didn't even know she did that kind of stuff. Very cool. In other news as well, guys, Iron Mouse is putting on a little bit of a teaser here. Not sure what this is about, but let's go take a look, guys, at the trailer. We're gonna get like a retro model or something like that. Yeah, definitely like an old school game. Oh, she's gonna be Anime Expo. Nice. She's gonna be at Anime Expo. That's sick. Awesome. That's going down in Los Angeles, right? So super cool. Iron Mouse and friends. Awesome. I guess we'll hear more about this coming up very soon. Very, very cute. Awesome. In other news, guys, we also got to take a look here at another Mousy event that she announced. This might actually be tied to that. Now that I see that. Now let's take a look here. Oh no, this is different. A one-handed dagger heart to benefit Make-A-Wish. Sounds exciting. Yeah, that is a cute way to announce it. Definitely a lot of familiar names for this. Matthew Mercer. Oh my god. Wait, what is Matthew doing here? Oh, that's cool. All right, Tuesday, chat. It looks like we got a Make-A-Wish Foundation event coming up. Looks kind of like maybe like a one-shot. Yeah, very cool, like a one-shot D&D. Yeah, Matthew Mercer, what the fuck, dude? That's cool. There you go, chat. Very, very exciting stuff coming up for Mousy. Of course, also, chat, we're going to talk about an event coming up with First Stage Production and Malim Sindari. I was putting this one on. Coming up, actually, tomorrow, chat. Let's go take a look at this one. A Minecraft tournament in the Dragon.
Where everything is made of blocks. Where danger awaits at every corner. Mistakes will cost you.
Blah, blah.
And time will haunt you. But
yeah, I mean Legos. This is clearly a Lego trailer. Absolutely, Savage Shark. Yeah, how'd you figure that out, bro? You're so smart.
All you have to do is end the dragon.
It does sound like Freddy Fazbear.
Come.
Narrator Freddy Fazbear.
Champions.
Bro, I don't get Freddy to narrate my shit. Very cool, chat. So you got something to go check out starting tomorrow. Yeah, very cool. I'm going to finally chat one more event I want to mention to you before we talk about debuts coming up. Of course, is what's going on with Shy Lily. Shy Lily actually announcing a new Nikki event has invited me to host their Arc Idol Night Star Fan Concert. This is actually going down later today, chat, at 2 p.m. PST for Nikkei stuff. And of course, you have a huge lineup, chat. I mean, we got Shy Lily, Silverville, Zags, Matara, Lumi, Michi, Dokibird, Bao, and Siren. I mean, guys, this is going to be nuts as fuck. I can't wait to get some, really cool pictures and report on this on Sunday. Yeah, like, holy lineup, bro. Very, very big lineup for sure. So anyway, chat, want to let you know about this. Incredible stuff coming up. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very big lineup. Yeah, I haven't played Nikkei in years. I kind of stopped playing before the Subathon and never got back into it either. Very, very cool, chat. That's going to be a great event. So I'll try to follow up with you guys coming up on Sunday with more about that. In other news as well, guys, looks like Tomo giving us a bit of a teaser here. Says a Sundress model preview in ankles. Forgive me for walking this path. Looks very cute. Looks very cute. So anyway, chat, be on the lookout for that one. It's going to be awesome. Of course, also some debut dates you need to write down on your calendars, chat. First up, we have Ayumu coming up with their debut starting tomorrow, chat. So let's go take a look here at their trailer. Yeah, Sundresses is cute. That'll fit with her really well. Oh, is this a Nikkei song? Yeah, I would totally believe that. Very, very cool stuff, chat. Coming up here. So go check them out. Starting at 6 p.m. EST tomorrow. Also, we're going to check in with chat. I is actually doing a beach model swimsuit debut coming up later today, guys, at 6 p.m. PDT. Let's take a look, guys. Hell yeah. Yes, bikini time. Perfect. Love it. Yeah, we get on it early, Skull. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'll take a bikini any time of the year. I'll fucking debut mine in fucking winter. We take those, chat. In other news as well, we got some other debuts to talk about, so don't go anywhere, chat. We have Daz the Ghost, who's going to be debuting coming up in May. Let's take a look here at their trailer. Oh, my steak is too juicy, and my lobster is too buttery. Boo-hoo, bikinis in April. I like their model, that's cool. I like the helmet. Yeah, that's cool. So there you go, guys. Coming up May 15th. Very, very cool, chat. Yeah, I like this model a lot. Very, very nice. Of course, another news, chat. Let's go check in here with T. And T is also debuting as well. This one is actually going to be going down later tonight at 6 EST. They're going to be doing a 3D model with 3D tracking, 3D karaoke, all kinds of other stuff, chat. So go check them out tonight. Very, very cool. In other news as well, guys, Yo Clash actually giving us a bit of a debut teaser as well. Looks like they have a brand new outfit coming up. Let's go take a look, guys. Yeah, very pretty model. What's up, Nordic? Awesome, you love to see it, chat. So there you go. Going on with Yo Clash. Very, very pretty. Also, of course, guys, we have Batgirl Azuki, who's going to be debuting coming up on April 27th at 5 p.m. PDT. Let's take a look, guys. Oh, nice, a 3.0. Bro, I love the eye patches. I'm just telling you, I would love to have one of those on my future model. I just like, there's something about it, dude. I love them so much. Very cute, very cute. I like the bat hair clips. That's super cute as well. I think I like everything, chat. Model overlays, graphics, the whole 9 yards. So go check them out, guys. Coming up April 27th. Also, we gotta go check in here with Holostars, chat. Yes, good things for Holostars. I know you're fucking surprised about it, but yeah, there's good things going on. Of course, we have Mia, who is actually going to be debuting their brand new outfit coming up on 2 days, chat, on the 26th. Very, very exciting. And of course, also in line with that as well, Kishi is also going to be going on to debut theirs as well around that same time. So it's definitely some cool outfits coming up. At least the Holostars are getting a little bit of love despite everything, chat, you know. In other news as well, guys, we gotta go take a look here at Ruzu. Actually, no, it's Giga. No, it's Giga, guys. Everybody's Giga. You forgot. Ruzu is also going to be debuting their brand new outfit coming up on the 26th, chat. New outfit birthday alert coming this month on the 26th. I like the flames up top. That's super cool. I haven't even seen this, guys. Ruzu has not even shown this to me yet, so it looks like the horns are going up top there. I love that. Love that a lot. So go check it out, guys. Go give Ruzu some love. In other news as well, guys, also going to take a look here at Lunari, who's debuting coming up tomorrow at 3 p.m. PST. Let's take a look here at their trailer. Very pretty. Yeah, very pretty. I like the potion bottles. I like her little bottle friend. That's cute. Very cute. I like how my sub badges are literally just the fucking like Firelink Shrine like sword. That's my sub badges. I like new sub badges though. Of course, we also gotta check in here. I hope I say this right because I feel like I always pronounce it. You guys correct me. Saryui. hope I said this right. Anyway, Sayuri is doing their Circus 3D debut coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. CEST, guys. Very exciting. You've seen all of the really cool 3D stuff that they've been doing, so I'm sure this is going to be absolutely incredible. That is going down tomorrow. So many debuts to talk about. Yeah, absolutely nutty, guys. Absolutely nutty. And then finally, Vexoria, who we talked about earlier, is going to be debuting something coming up on the 15th, chat, for their 40th birthday. So let's take a look here at the teaser, chat. Holy booba. Yeah, we all know what meme that's based off of. So very exciting, guys. Remember to mark down May 15th for Vexoria's 40th birthday party. I don't think we have a time yet, but I'll definitely follow up with you guys about that when we get it, okay? Very cool. Alrighty, chat. Now it is time to talk. Actually, I'm going to stretch a little bit. Now it is time to talk about a little bit of Corpo VTuber news before we dive down into what's going on with the indies. First up, guys, let's go take a look here what's going on with Ninja Sanji. I have a good one, project. Of course, Ninja Sanji actually make an announcement here about their Tokyo Dome's event that they were supposed to host. And this is definitely kind of the bad ending, unfortunately, chat. I don't know what happened. They didn't really go into detail here, but Ninja Sanji going on to say, due to an accident that occurred within the inspection within the park on April 21st, after careful deliberation, we decided to cancel all future events for Ninja Sanji Spring Party 2026. I was kind of taking a look here at the overall just feel of this and what people were saying. It seems like everybody's like, okay, yeah, it seems to be like a safety concern. They don't really like elaborate too much in this translation. But yeah, there you go, guys. So apparently, they have to cancel all that. People are again very understanding because allegedly it's some kind of safety concern. But you know, still kind of sucks, right? I'm sure some people are very excited and you know, they're not gonna be able to have that anymore, right? So that does suck. In other news as well, guys, let's go talk about Hololive. And guys, I'm not even gonna wait. We're gonna rip the band-aid off immediately. Let's talk about what's going on with Kobo, guys. Kobo was actually criticized recently for being involved with a League of Legends stream, right? And actually, Kobo went on to apologize about this particular stream. Saying things like, you know, I'll continue to improve myself about it. But basically what happened, chat, was Kobo went on to report or commentate about a League of Legends tournament that was going on. And unfortunately, this drew a lot of criticism. A lot of people are very upset by how everything went down. So I'm going to read this to you guys. And we're going to take a look at all of it. But basically, people were really upset with her because they were like, oh, she wasn't professional enough or she didn't know what she was talking about. Which I'm like, dude, you got a big name to come and commentate. They're not going to know everything, right? But one thing to also mention is that Kobo plays a lot of League, or at least she used to play a lot of League, right? It's not like she doesn't know anything, right? Like, she's played League before, so she does know a little bit.
On April 19th, Kobo Konaru, a member of the VTuber group Hololive Indonesia, commented on her Twitter account regarding criticism of her live streams of watching the North American professional league of the game League of Legends, LOL. Kobo Konaru has been appointed as one of the official streamers who will be watching matches live and helping to liven up the league.
Which is good, right? You get big names to
during
make
the live
better.
streams leading up to this day, some criticized the lack of knowledge about League of Legends, saying that the selection of the person was not appropriate. Kobo Konaru honestly confessed in a comment, "I don't know why I was chosen either. I don't even know that much about LOL yet." He apologized for the criticism he received, saying, "I don't want to disappoint the people who have placed their trust in me, and there are fans who were happy that I..."
Yeah, so, I'm sorry, fans were happy that I was chosen for this, and I promised to study League of Legends and word to prove. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I keep getting them. Ever since I looked up that Pokemon, remember the Pokemon rings? I literally looked at them one time, and now all I get is ads for rings. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, can you stop? It's crazy. Yeah, Walk sent me this thing one time, and I think I talked about it, where Pokemon actually released like these engagement rings. Obviously, I wasn't really interested in the engagement ring, right? I just wanted to see what they have. But I was looking at it, and now I get ads for rings all the fucking time. I'm like, what the fuck? They always pop up. They were really cool. So here's the thing, chat, right? Kobo used to play League. She's not really like the most knowledgeable, but they did select her to, do it, right? That's obviously to bring the VTubers into it, etc., right? I think the main thing what was during this event is the fans really liked it, but a lot of people that watched this were complaining that, oh, like the stream layout was bad because the gameplay was small, her model was too big, she didn't really like hype up stuff. It just basically like, I don't know why you're complaining about this, right? This is the people they selected. Like, if you don't like the commentary, okay, well, that's fine, right? But you also don't have to watch that person commentate on it either.
Kobo Konaru has been appointed as an official streamer for the League of Legends Pro League. Kobo Konaru is a VTuber who debuted in March 2022. She belongs to Hololive Indonesia, also known as Hololive ID, and has 2.76 million subscribers on her YouTube channel. She primarily streams singing and live commentary of horror games. Although she rarely plays League of Legends on her streams, she has been appointed as an official CO streamer for the North American Professional League LCS, which has been running since April 2026.
Happens with a lot of stuff where gaming companies will get bigger people involved, people kind of adjacent to it, come and commentate or get involved with it, and talk about it, right? Yeah, maybe something like Vienna might have been better because, she's obviously was very more involved in that in her past life. Probably still, I think she still plays, right? But I agree with you, right? Especially with her Cloud9 kind of adjacency, or at least prior adjacency, right? But the thing is here, chat, is people were complaining that, of course, that she was bad. The professional commentators are better. But the other thing, too, was that she was a co-streamer. So this was the thing where you didn't even have to watch her. You could have just watched the tournament channel. She was just happened to stream it on, the co-channel, right? And people were getting all upset. And it's like, who cares? Like, you don't have to watch her channel for that,
An official CO streamer is a streamer who, after receiving official approval, broadcasts tournament footage and allows viewers to watch simultaneously.
You don't have to watch with her.
In addition to Kobo Konaru, former professional players and streamers involved in the competitive scene were also selected. In fact, when Kobo Konaru's stream began, some people on social media questioned her selection, citing her lack of knowledge about League of Legends tactics as the reason.
So I know that she went on, she said she wants to improve, right? But I feel like for the most part, like most people enjoyed it, right? It's just like, people just bitching, right? Like, she can put this on her channel. Obviously, if she gets new people involved or people that enjoyed it, that's awesome, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, the professional commentators are better than the guests? Holy shit. Who would have guessed that? But on top of this too, chat, it's one of those things where I really feel like people are just complaining to complain, right? She can do what she wants on her channel. She did her own thing on it. And that's fine, right? It wasn't even on the, like, you had to go and watch her, right? Of course, she said she wants to improve. And people were criticizing her. We're going to watch this video in a second, right? So, I just don't know why they went after her, right? I think most people enjoy this, but of course, both fans had to complain about it. So anyway, there is a short that kind of wraps up everything. However, I want you to know this is like an auto translate. It's like an auto like dub. So I think it says like he a lot, things like that. It's not very accurate. So just keep that in mind. Here you go, guys.
Again. So Kobo got fried again because of yesterday's LCS tournament team. Many people criticized him for not being very professional during yesterday's stream. They said that when the game was going on, he was quiet a lot, yawning all the time, but he was more interested in talking about Valorant than discussing the game. People complained that at least do some research or learn a little about the champion and the team that is competing. Not just that. The overlive stream was also subject to protests. It's like watching football on local TV. The game screen is even...
Yeah, so people were also, like I mentioned to you, chat, they're also complaining that the gameplay was really small, and of course her model was bigger, which is pretty much a fucking normal thing for most VTubers as well, especially gaming, right? But of course people had to complain and bitch and moan, right? Just have to find something.
Meanwhile, his avatar is too big. Fodder, who wants to watch the tournament, is clearly emotional because the game...
Again, you don't have to go and watch your stream about it. Go watch the official one.
And yes,
he's just like co-streaming
with other VTubers. So, for example, like Ela yesterday, when she was restreaming the PUBG Mobile tournament, and Ela is really good at knowing when to hype the atmosphere for sponsorship needs. Yes, you know, the flying hours and experience are indeed different. Who knows? But to be honest, I also don't really understand the LCS. Why did they suddenly want to take Indo Market again and choose Combo for costumes for this event? Just wing grip yesterday's vlog here.
So they're saying, like, why did they choose Kobo to be part of the event, right? Which I feel like it definitely makes sense because VTubing is so big. I feel like she's played LoL in the past, right? So there is some adjacency there. I just think it's to get people involved, right? Yeah, it's like complaining that SpongeBob didn't know football terminology exactly when they had that thing. Again, this is a co-stream. You didn't have to watch Kobo stream about it, but somebody just wants to complain.
LOL.
Yeah, so grow your audience.
Played by Internet Cafe Kids. The streamer who plays LOL only knows the sound of the MV. That's why it's strange that the target market doesn't exist. Instead, they are forced to use streamers whose hype has gone down. It seems like the promotion party and Adminos are different people. There is synchronous. The thing is, if they knew what was popular, they definitely wouldn't choose Kobo. Oh.
Of course, they go on to say, like, well, they wouldn't have chose Kobo if they knew what they were doing, right? Which, I mean, maybe Kobo wasn't the best pick, right? But they chose Kobo, and she did her best, and she wants to keep improving, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like, again, it was a co-stream. You don't have to go and watch that stream, right? But Kobo did end up apologizing, saying, hey, I want to apologize to the LoL community. Felt disappointed in me, so this is the umpteenth. This is like the umpteenth time I've gotten messages like this in donations. I'm also confused about what they mean, but chat always tells me to brush it off, but I still end up dwelling on it until stream ends. Finally came across a clip, and yeah, it seems like I'm starting to understand the point of those donations and want to learn more to fix issues. To answer your confusion, I'm also puzzled why I was chosen, since I don't know much about LoL yet. I realize there are plenty of other members and streamers who know way more than I do, and are more competent than me, but on the flip side, I definitely want to let down the people who place their trust in me, or the fans who were happy about me being picked for this. Yeah, I don't think she needs to apologize either. Just like, you know, in private, I'm like, you know, I want to improve on stuff and do that. That's it. That's why I'm in my remaining free time, working behind the scenes. I've been doing the research on the game, and I've been also asked for help from other streamer VTuber friends who play to teach me. And thankfully, they're kind enough to do so, even staying up until dawn without getting tired to teach me. I know I'm still having a ton of shortcomings, but I'm grateful for the criticism and advice you're giving me. Thanks to the friends who supported me and taught me. I feel like this is such a nice, you know, once again, I'm sorry, going forward, Kobo will keep working to improve. I feel like this is such a nice way to treat the whole situation. Like, people are being really shitty, she's like, you know what? I just want to improve. I want to do better, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's why I love Kobo so much. She just straight up, like, takes an opportunity where people want to criticize and turns it into something really nice. You know? Yeah, she really did take it well. Exactly. And she put in work. It's not like she wasn't preparing for it, right? But nonetheless, this is why I love Kobo so much. She's just always a positive influence. And I think this should always be taken into regards, especially when you're talking about, like, somebody, and just giving them grace. Like, if you realize that they're not maybe the best fit, allowing people to better themselves is still okay, right? Like, for instance, when I first commentated Smash Bros, right? Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, right? I just kind of was learning and went along with it, but I got better at it over time, right? Like, there's got to be a first time where you're not going to do the best, and that's okay, but you can always improve, right? Or even like when I commentated, you know, Marvel Rivals or VTuber Rivals, right? You know, I wasn't the best at it. I don't typically commentate for that kind of esports related stuff, but you learn, right? You do research, you watch how other people do stuff, and you learn the game, and then you learn how to commentate on things. So yeah, you have to start somewhere, right? So I feel like just crashing out on people is not the best way to do it. Anyway, lots of love to Kobo. I love her so much. I don't think I'd do well commentating on Pokemon VGC. That's like a whole nother animal, you know? Yeah, exactly. There's always a lot to learn, and you have to get feedback. Like, nobody ever allows anybody to improve. It's always like, oh yeah, so you're not perfect from the start, you suck. Like, come on, bro. Anyway, I got 2 holograms for you today, guys. First one here is called Liquid Gold. Let's take a look. Yeah, now we're just cooking them in stock. Oh my god. Yeah, even if you know stuff, you're not gonna be a good commentator necessarily. That's why typically, like, when you get to a more professional level of commentating, they always like to pair people, right? And the reason for that is because you have two types of commentators. You have analytic and you have color commentary, right? So somebody's kind of more the personality and, you know, making the little quips and fun stuff. And the other person is more analytical, right? So you balance each other with that. Bro, I love holograms. They're so funny. Who the fuck is gonna get caught by raw vegetables? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, like whiz and boom steak. Yeah, they did, Ninja. But I mean, that could work, right? As long as they're a good fit. Or they have a passion. Oh my god. Why do you just throw Kiara in there? Isn't she a chicken? Yeah, just put Kiara in there. Yes, I would love to taste the broth of a bunch of hot women. That sounds horrible, right, chat? Of course, that was our first hologram. I got one more for you before we continue talking about our corpo news. A little bit of a break. Yes, woman broth, my favorite. I mean, don't get me wrong, chat. I know a lot about woman broth, but we could talk about that later. Where are my subtitles? There we go. I was like, where are my subtitles? Well, at least they are taking a bath. I mean, that's better than nothing, right? But this is only making me fucking hungry. Yeah, this is only making me fucking hungry, dude. Oh god. Oh god. It's got the taste of blood. Why is she doing fucking Eddie from Tekken spin kicks? Yeah, she's doing Eddie from Tekken spin kicks. I love it. I wonder if McDonald's is doing limited time chicken Big Mac alive. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to McDonald's. Except that they have K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. Then I pay attention. Yeah, that should be enough DPS to break that wall easily. That thing is definitely going to come back and destroy this city. Watch. In a future episode. Yes, the answer is water, guys. It's always water. Yo, Shay, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. 5 tier 1s. Oh my god, I missed that. Thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Let's go. Thank you so much. Alright, well, chat, it's wheel spin time. I accidentally took down my my thing for that. I'm so sorry. Let me pull it back up. It's wheel spin time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for the 5. Wheel spin, wheels. You guys have been adding too much time today. Yeah, y'all are... I don't know what y'all did to rig my wheel today, but y'all are on something. I'm just saying. Yeah, y'all are on something. All right, here we go, chat. Wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin, wheel spin. All right, here we go. I like how the add 6 minutes and the add 7 minutes are next to each other. 6, 7, chat. All right, 6 minutes. Nice one. That's a good time ad. That's really solid, actually. Thank you so much again for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate you, dude. 6, 7. Wrong ad. Oh, they're so cute. So we have the little blobs themed around a lot of the talents as well. That's cute. But now you can go grab those, chat. Very, very cute. Very, very cute. In other news, guys, I do want to give you a bit of an update here in regards to Fumoko, and that is right, guys. Fumawa has some great news, guys. They are feeling so much better. In fact, they are actually out of the hospital, and they did have a return stream chat. And that is right, guys. Fumawa is officially back and out of the hospital. Great news to hear. Here we go, guys. Take a look at the clip. Bow. Everybody's like, it's America. I'm not crying, you are, chat. It's a miracle. Thank you again, Scythe. I appreciate you for the 5, dude. It's great to see her back. I know everybody's been so concerned about her, so really glad to see her back. I can only imagine now that they're back together how much they realize they missed each other, right? And then it is as well, guys. Hololive just opened a shop in Harajuku. That is right. Take a look at this shit, chat. Dude, this is beautiful. I love the giant Pakora statue. I mean, beautiful.
When she's 6 on my
beautiful.
7, till wait.
When she's 6 on my 7. Moonlight, you might be the #1 most rizzless fucking chat member minus Tal. Congratulations. Here's a bunch of, pictures you can take. Bro, this is so cool. I would love to go there, love to visit and stop by the store. This seems so awesome. Very cool. In other news as well, guys, has anybody here been playing Pragmata? Raise your hand. Type 1 in chat if you've been playing Pragmata. A very viral game. Sold multi-millions of copies already within just a few days. Huge hit for the video game sphere as a whole. A lot of people loving Pragmata. People call it like Dad Space or something like that. Very, very big new game that has come out. Well, guys, kind of crazy, but Pakora and Pragmata have already had a crossover. That is right, guys. So I do have the translated video from this, but that is right. Pakora actually ended up having a collab with Diana, the little girl inside of the game, right? Diana actually has an official model here as well. And they did a little collaboration. So let's go take a look here at the translated version. Super cute, chat. Super cute. Guys, isn't it wild?
プラグマタを実況プレイしてディアナちゃん可愛いと思っていたらなんとコラボできちゃったべかそしてディアナちゃんが住んでる月のシェルターに来ちゃった
Yeah, isn't it, bro? It's just like, it's so surreal to see like this go on and on here with fucking like Pakora. Like having all these like crazy crossovers like this just blows my fucking mind, dude.
会えて嬉しいべか私も嬉しい
That's a good question, Nintendo Ninja. I don't know.
見てたらペコラがとっても可愛くて会えるの楽しみにしてたよ
Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing for the fences and probably guess that.
ペコラ感激ディアナちゃんも VTuber デビューだねよろしくねかそうなの
That's cool that they have a VTuber for her,
VTuber になっちゃったこっちのディアナちゃんも可愛いペコやばいたまらん早速だけどディアナちゃんの特技見たいペカハッキングのこといいよ
Yeah, it's just wild thinking about it. Yeah, she's in Death Stranding, like, all of her crossovers are wild.
私なら悪いところ見つけられるかも
Oh, the Pakora bot, yep.
ディアナちゃんあれはじゃあ行くよールの本当にハッキングできるんかいペコラの体臭は
Be like, oh yes, I know your weight. Like, yeah, no.
それだけは墓場まで持っていってペコラ大丈夫危なかったペコいやすごい特技だねいやディアナちゃんの凄さ分かったから
おいディアナどこだ
ヒューが探してるそろそろ行かなきゃそうなの
He's gonna dox Pakora.
頑張ってね
Oh, your weight, your age, and also your address is. Yeah, Pragmata made such huge waves, chat. So this is amazing to see. I love this so much. Pragmata, of course, is a Capcom game, right? So we've already seen a lot of collaboration between Hololive and Capcom. So just another way to kind of add everything up and create an opportunity. But this is so cool. I just love this. Little things like this just really bring together like VTubing and, of course, the gaming sphere together. Very, very cool. All right, guys, let's talk about a little bit Corpo news. And then we're going to dive down to talk about some of our big stories today. And first up, chat, we're going to talk about the Zodiac, not the killer, the Zodiac VTuber group, chat. Now, the Zodiac VTuber group, kind of interesting, right? They want to have a VTuber for all of the Zodiac signs. Now, you know, kind of a cool thing, right? The Zodiac VTuber project. I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool, right? However, unfortunately, there's been a bit of controversy surrounding this group. I'm going to show you why. So, application qualifications. Again, same company, right, chat? Age 15 and above. Parental consent required for minors. Individuals expected to engage in long-term activities for 3 years or more. Individuals who respect the team of 12 members and cooperate in activities. Individuals who can prepare a stable streaming environment at the time of debut. Now affiliated with any agency, native Japanese speaker, gender unrestricted. So, again, this is more like a Japanese-driven company. But look, they're looking for long-term activity for 3 years, and they want people at a minimum of age 15. Nah, I'm sorry, that ain't gonna work out, dude. So there's definitely been some talk about this. People being like, that's way too young. I think for the most part, we can all pretty much agree that VTubing space is not for minors. So this is wild. Yo, what's up, Crystal? How are you, kitty? Think of it a braid. Welcome in. We're talking some VTuber news. How are you? What's up with you? Hi, how was your stream? Yeah, there's a new VTuber project called Zodiac, which has like 12 different VTubers. But allegedly, they're wanting to actually allow for minors to be in the company, which I think is ridiculous. Looking at, you know, other streamers that have had, minors involved in it, it typically never turns out well. So I think this is definitely a big L. I think this is not not a good thing, not a good thing at all. So, what'd you do today, Crystal? Exactly. Minors shouldn't be VTubers, in my opinion, as well. Minors should be very separated. In my opinion, from the adult space that is VTubing, right? VTubing is a very adult space. There you go, chat. That's what's going on with the Zodiac crew. I'll definitely keep you up to date. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you up to date. Everything surrounding that. Yeah, chat, this is a first for me. A small VTuber agency in Japan named Limitless actually ended up hiring 2 of their talents. And the reason for that is, well, apparently they were romancing each other, chat. That is right. No romance in the office, so they were let go. Notice a contract termination for other affiliated livers. Thank you so much for your continued support. Of the streamers, I would like to announce the termination of the contract of Kanade Aruka and Baku, who are activist streamers under the Limerus label. They've been active as artists under here, however, due to agency rules, no romantic relationships are allowed within the office. A violation of the regulation was observed. Dude, what were they doing in the office? Were they like, we have verified the fact that the individual is concerned, and since they can confirm that the information is accurate, their contract with our company will be terminated, and they will vacate the office as of 4 days ago on April 20th. Wow. Wild. Absolutely wild. We did get a statement from the talents. Luckily, Rima captured this, so we'll go check in with Rima. Shout out to Rima. We love Rima. Yeah, observe. That's, I'm like, what the fuck? Of course, they say, over the years, I've been deeply grateful. Here is Kana. Kana says, over the years, I've been deeply grateful for your support and kindness. I extend my heartfelt gratitude for the opportunity to meet and connect with all of you. Also recognize that there may have been shortcomings in my efforts or instances that caused your concern throughout my activities. I sincerely apologize for any such moments. With this, I've decided to conclude these activities. Thank you truly for everything up until now. Of course, also, we have just one thing. Please allow me to clarify to avoid any misunderstanding. Regarding this matter is entirely due to my own shortcomings, and the responsibility lies to me. So they're taking the responsibility here. There's absolutely no fault on the part of Rimarisu-sama. On the contrary, you supported me with the utmost courtesy throughout, including handling the other party to the very end. I have nothing but gratitude towards the agency. That said, as per the agency rules, romantic relationships within the agency are prohibited. I'd appreciate your understanding on that front as well, guys. I gotta say, this is the first I think I've ever seen this, guys, where like there's been a interpersonal like agency relationship, and they cut him for that. Absolutely wild. Now this is overseas. Again, to Crystal's point as well, this might be tied more into idol culture because of that, but absolutely wild, chat. And again, what the fuck did they observe? Like, that's wild statement. So, I had to throw this out here, chat. I'm gonna give it to you and let you know what's going on. Probably one of the crazier stories I will talk about today. I'm in the news as well. Lucid is actually opening up auditions if you're interested. I think Lucid is pretty reputable for VTuber companies, so certainly go check them out if you would like to apply for an agency, chat. You still own your IP, things like that. They're very cool. I like Lucid. I've worked with them before. Yeah, they're very nice. I've had great experiences with them so far, so check it out, see if it's a good fit for you. And then finally, guys, Vtuber actually giving us an update on Gen 3. They were hyping them up so much, it turns out that the auditions for Gen 3 are delayed. Due to unforeseen production delays behind the scenes, we'll be delaying the opening of auditions for Generation 3 of Vtuber. So there must be maybe the artists aren't ready, the models aren't ready, the rigging isn't ready, I don't know. But follow us to keep up with updates regarding Gen 3 auditions. So kind of unfortunate, but I mean, things do happen, right? Yeah, I'd rather have it delayed than a rush, I agree. I mean, Vtuber is pretty reputable as well. I enjoy them a lot. So there you go, chat. Hopefully, we will hear good things in the future from them. But for now, that's all we got. So do we, chat? Let's go take a look here. And I want to talk about some wild stuff going on here. Of course, going on with Zodiac VT, chat. I'm going to take a moment to stretch. But does anybody remember Zodiac VT? We talked about Zodiac VT a few days ago. Let me stretch really quick. We'll talk. Zodiac VT was the person involved with Vex Milk, right? And what happened was Vex Milk actually put out a tweet that ended up sharing around an email that had his personal information in it, so spreading doxing information around. I covered this my last stream in depth if you want a big catch up, but basically, chat, TLDR, let me pull up my Discord and I'll pull up the screenshots for y'all really quick. I know a lot of people don't like Zodiac, and that's fine, right? Whatever, right? But at least in my reporting, I do want to talk about the facts, right? So let's talk about the facts. So, unfortunately, what happened was Vex actually shared this this tweet that included his private information in it. You see this right here, right? Someone made a very reputable thread about the whole thing. Are you talking about Sylvie Spark? Of course, this was put up, right, his name out there, and resulting in, allegedly resulting in him losing his job, chat. He actually went on to talk about this and be like, yeah, I lost my job. Somebody went after it. So a lot of people are blaming Vex Milk for him losing his job. Now, obviously, Vex didn't make the phone calls or whatever that said that he was like sexually assaulting people, right? But somebody that is impersonating him or whatever did go on to, I guess, call his work or something, a false report. I mean, he lost his job over this, right? So we've really not got too many updates, but I get a little bit to talk about, right? So I do want to mention to you that Zodiac has not really provided much proof as far as like where he worked or his separation and stuff. So we're just taking his word for it, right? We're just like, okay, well, we lost his job, and I'm willing to take his word on it too. I don't mean this in a bad way. I just mean it more in a way of like due diligence, right? It's more just like, yeah, he hasn't really like provided any paperwork. He said he was going to follow up on Monday, but we never got anything or like a lawyer follow up or anything. So again, I'm only saying this is due diligence. I'm not downing him. I'm just saying that we never really saw, the stuff, right? We're just waiting to see it. But this did blow up Kirsch, Tech Tone, a lot of people talked about it. So Kodiak did go on to actually open a GoFundMe to try to replace some of the, the funds that he lost. So I think he's raised about $1,500. He went on to say like, here, I'll just let TTS read this to you here, but this is what he had to say about everything, chat.
My name is Kodiak VT,
yeah, it would make
and
sense
I am a content creator
in
the Vtuber space. Recently, my life was turned upside down when I was fired from my job because of a fake email that another content creator posted. This unexpected and unfair situation has put my livelihood and reputation at risk, leaving me in a very difficult position. As someone who has always worked hard to build a positive presence online, it's devastating to see everything I've worked for threatened by someone else's actions. The sudden loss of income has made it incredibly challenging to keep up with my living expenses, and I am now at risk of losing my home. On top of that, I need to hire a lawyer to help me seek justice and protect my rights. Legal fees are expensive, and without support, I'm not sure how I'll be able to move forward. I am determined to fight for what's right, but I can't do it alone. I am reaching out to ask for your help. Any contribution?
So he goes on to talk about like community contributions will help me keep my home and pay for the legal support that I need. So this is kind of new news. Him saying he's at risk of losing his home. Only been a couple weeks. How are you already about to lose your home? Well, I think maybe he was close to it or so. I don't know, right? And he says he's at risk. I don't know, right? I'm just gonna take his word for it. But of course, he says he needs to hire a lawyer. I do want to say I thought he was already in contact with the lawyer, so that was a little bit of a shock to me. Yeah, I know he uses Gen AI. Trust me, I'm not a fan of that as well. I get you. So, this was the kind of the follow-up he put out this GoFundMe. This did result in a lot of people covering this chat. Like Kirsch covered it. We have the Side Scroller podcast. I'm not very familiar with them, but this has some people you might recognize, Celestium and Leaflet. Who is this? Ember Paradox, I think. They ended up talking about this on the Side Scroller podcast. Of course, Tech Tone actually picked up on this story as well. Yeah, I think it's just maybe he just lost a paycheck and that's why. But, Tech Tone went on to talk about the story as well. It definitely blew up in quite a big way. So, I do want to go take a look here. You mean his YouTube? Maybe he did on his TikTok. Yeah, Crystal, I encourage you to go watch my prior coverage because I think we dived into all that. Anyway, so Vex goes on to say, I've reached out to the appropriate persons privately. I'll make a public announcement or statement if that sounds more appropriate in a few days. Of course, Vex is trying to apologize and, we'll see how that goes. But the one again I really wanted to dive into here is Sylvie Spark dropped a giant thread on Kodiak here. So here is what I want to say before we dive into this particular thing, right, chat? I'm taking Kodiak at his word, but I do want to point out that, from the last stream that we covered, right, he did end up doxing himself multiple times. So my thought was, I think that he accidentally shared this information, right? He shared this information. Somebody got a hold of it. They made a fake email, decided to try to spread his information around with the email and also his IRL name. And that obviously caused a lot of problems, right? Now that Vex, retweeted this, he ended up losing his job somehow. And that's kind of where we're at. So, oh, wonderful. It does. Great. So anyway, Sylvie went on to, I'll try to see if I can avoid that. Sylvie goes on to talk about summary of events that led to Kodiak's harassment of X-Smoke. Now, you guys know we talked about Sylvie Spark a lot. I'm not a Sylvie Spark fan at all. Let's see what he's got, though. Maybe there's something in here that's useful, right? So the first instance I could find of Kodiak even talking about Vex was this back on April 16th on a tweet made by Mocha Rui. An ASMR VTuber used his AI art. Here we go again, just throwing the word Predator around. Something about not safe for content. Kodiak says, wait, this Advanced GG thought, this is that Advanced GG thought that she was told to be silent. Look at her partnership after Revan's job got cut, right? Yep, that nasty woman. Okay, so Kodiak not a fan of how the whole thing went down with Rev and Strawberry, which I gotta say, I can't believe that Vex put out that one really aggressive tweet. There was one that I was like, Vex, why would you say that? Like, it was not good. So of course, Sylvie says, at around 9 a.m. EST, it seems like Kodiak and another person named Captain Knox started discussing Vex's cancer battles. Captain Knox is senior quote is saying, I've never seen someone claim to be cancer 6 times. I think the wrong side won, but here we are. Yeah, so again, kind of saying like, oh, you know, Vex is lying about the cancer stuff. I don't know. Not only is she a thought, but a liar too. You know, wait, that's an incredible line. I mean, I think it's that's a huge stretch, right? There's no proof that she's lied about that. If anything, she's provided medical bills. So, let me see what this part is. So Kodiak refers to Vex as a thought and a liar in response, as both men cast out on Vex having cancer 6 times. While cancer re-diagnoses are less common, they do still happen multiple times within a very short span. All right, so just showing some proof, right? There is also screenshots here of Vex's proof of medical stuff, which we already know about, right? So I've never for once doubted that one hateful tweet she made to one random person. What are you talking about, Crow? Yeah, it seems like both sides have kind of like talked a lot of shit, right? I'm still on Alana's side of this, by the way. What did Alana say about it? So I want to establish if Vex indeed has cancer. Yeah, I don't think we've ever doubted that, right? I don't think we've ever doubted that, right? Of course, after what seems to be a failed attempt to create beef with Advanced CG, they saw a post made by April 16th by Banana Juju, which they're trying to shame Vex for not safe for work stuff on Fansleep. What did they say exactly? What did Alana and what did Asmund say? Did Asmund talk about this? So basically, this is just a whole thread of them just having like issues with Vex. He did really. What did he say about it? Yeah, I didn't see a clip of that at all. Yeah, what did Alana? What did they say though? Anyway, so this whole thread is just basically Sylvie pointing out times that they've talked shit about Vex Milk and vice versa. So, yeah, I don't think calling people like a thought is, I mean, just because you may not like them or whatever, right? I don't think calling them a thought, excuse me, is the right thing to do. So, I think my whole thought on this situation, chat, is I've kind of dug into this and looked around into this and just like, thank you. You know, seeing this situation kind of continue to go on. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think there's just not enough information to really be like this or that, right? Like we don't really have any proof that Vex made him lose his job, right? Like there was one person going around. Let me see if I can find it. So Lana told that if it's whoever the person made a fake email would be involved. I mean, that person definitely needs to be brought to justice, right? Plus they find it's Vex. He's getting sued. I mean, if they found Vex was making the fake email, yeah, of course they would, but Vex was not making the fake email. I can actually, in my past coverage, I actually prove why they definitely did not. Let me find, I don't know if I still have the screenshots I'm looking for. I think what I want to say about this is just like, I think the thing I want to say about this is like the person that said like, I found their job or whatever, allegedly was talking about, they weren't talking about Kodiak, they were talking about the person faking the emails, right? So I think that ultimately in this situation, the person that's impersonating needs to straight up just be brought to justice, right? They're the problem. Okay, so again, I'm gonna ask you, what did they say, right? What did they say in their coverage? I think I had it. It's okay, Walk. It's fine. So I don't think we have quite enough to go on as far as like, if we know for sure that this one person called that was allegedly from Vex Milks' community actually did it. we just don't know, right? So there's too much in the air at this point. But I will say that Vex definitely fucked up by posting this thing right here, right? I mean, we've already talked about this in our last one a million times, and I'm just following up on this. Vex fucked up by posting this because this does perpetuate somebody's information, right? But as far as her being directly responsible for him losing his job, I don't think there's enough proof yet, right? People keep arguing a couple points. They're like, well, the person that allegedly ended up calling or whatever, they admitted to it. Well, they actually said that they didn't, right? So we don't really know. On Kirsty's account, there's a screenshot where somebody asked what their info was. Yes, concerned. We talked about that in the last coverage and how they actually went on to, I'm just going to pull it all. Let me go find it. Let me go find it for y'all. Yeah, but that was actually disproven concern, which was shocking to me that Pierce actually put that out. Yeah, let me find it here really quick. Hold on. So there was a person that went on to my screenshots won't load. There's a person that went out there that was like, oh yeah, this person right here, that was straight up like, oh yeah, like, oh, that one's gone. Fuck. Basically what this person did was they were like, oh dude, let me know if you want me to pull the trigger, something along that line, right? I got a bit of information, but you can check along his YouTube. Yeah. So basically this person right here, Mother Vanderidin, was like, oh yeah, like I got their information, let me know and I'll pull the trigger. It was something along those lines, right? Well, they went on to also say, wasn't towards you, I found a person who sent the email, sending for my search tied to your account. So basically they were like, this was already shown that it wasn't about him, right? So we're not really sure if this person actually called and made them lose their job or not. That's still up on the chopping block, right? We don't know for sure. We're still waiting on the information. So that's why I was like, Kodiak, if you could like provide us some information, like a separation document or something, that would be so helpful to, validate and support your story even more, right? But we just never received that, which is fine, right? That's okay. But yeah, this person even was like, yeah, it's not even about you. You have to go about that, but damn, if that's the case, the timing was bad. I mean, but here's the thing, right? It's word against word at this point. That's the problem. It's everybody's word against everybody's word. And like, I hate that, dude. I just want everybody's word. Like, I don't want everybody's word. I want proof. You know what I mean? It's very messy. It's very messy. And that's the issue with the concern, because one person says, oh, well, I didn't do this. And the other person's like, well, you definitely did that. It's just, what is real? Like, show me some paperwork or something, right? And that's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit of something. Then that way I have something to like report to you guys and be like, yeah, this definitely 100% happened, right? Yeah, I covered all this in my last coverage. So for one of those people that missed it, yeah, Walk, that's fine. You can give it to me. It's just we have to take everything at face value, right? And I don't like taking things at face value. I don't like hearsay. I don't like any of that kind of stuff. I want the proof, right? I wish nothing but the best for Cody. I may just be swift. But is Hunter, Vanderin, Vex, Smoker, both they're still involved in doxing his name because lose his job and may wind up costing his house. Wait, time out. Time the fuck out, Zolo. How is Mother Vanderin involved in doxing his name? Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, time out. Now you're spreading misinformation. How the fuck are they involved in doxing his name? Time the fuck out. Yeah, wait a second. Hold on. I can understand Vex Milk, but why are we talking about this person? They didn't dox his name at all. Yeah, how it feels to spread misinformation. Like, what? Yeah, well, if you get the link to that, I'll take it. Oh, okay, you DM me, sorry. This was the original thing here. I'm pretty sure I finished job and stuff. Give me a sign and I'll handle it, Vex. And then allegedly what they were saying is, wasn't towards you. Again, this was during this live stream. Wasn't towards you. I found a person who sent an email. Nothing from my search tied to your account. So they were talking about a person in the email. Allegedly, they found that person behind that. So again, it's all hearsay at this point. I want some fucking proof. And it's probably the last I'm going to talk about this. Because I do just want to follow up that they opened a GoFundMe and, multiple people talked about it. Sylvie came out with this long, document here. I feel like the thread is mostly just, it shows Zodiac kind of like having personal attacks on Vex, right? So it seems like they were feuding with each other and they didn't have a good relationship, whatever, right? It's all good, Walk. It's all good. Yeah, so for me, like, I'm just waiting, right? I'm just waiting for more to kind of come up at this point. Too much of Zodiac's story doesn't add up to me to where, without further proof, I can't make proper judgments. That's where I'm at, too. I'm like, I just want, like, validation of a few things, right? Like, so, as a hypothetical, right? Which, again, I'm not saying that this happened, but as a hypothetical, what if he got let go from his job and it was completely unrelated to what happened? Why do you want me to share a post from Zodiac about a worker knowing he's a VTuber? I mean, I don't think that's going to change anything, right? Yeah, it's a hypothetical, right? I don't need the video. It's okay. I mean, I'll go look at it later. What is the... I mean, TLDR, what did Alana and Asmund say, GL? It's kind of complicated or not really. Someone imitated a VTuber named Zodiac and threatened Vex Milk. She posted a screenshot, which had her personal information. Became somebody called her Saba, got him fired over this. Yes, basically, exactly. Possible because his coworker knew about the VTubing. A reporter for being kind of shitty, maybe. Maybe, right? But Gio, what did they say? Yeah, what did they say? That's my question. And I should have guessed proof as well. I'll pull this back up for you because I do have this, on hand. Zodiac had actually accidentally doxed himself in the past. He also went on to share that, oh, come on. I know I got the screenshots for this. I didn't really see him getting let go and just assuming Vex had something to do with it. Right, exactly. But you can't spread a narrative that was done to you because you don't know for sure, right? I guess I don't have that screenshot anymore. Oh, no, I do have it. This was actually in the past where Zodiac had actually, the same name that was in this email. This one right here is actually the same one that he had listed on his own YouTube videos. So sadly, he doxed himself long before, Vex kind of spread it around, right? Vex is guilty of spreading the information, right? But I guess I'm just looking for less hearsay. I just want some proof. You know what I mean? That's all I'm looking for. Like, I'm trying to find a proof to tie that he was let go from his job because of this, right? Because it could have just been unfortunate timing, right? I feel like, yes, you can get mad at Vex for this, but also, like, I don't think you should blame them necessarily, right? If it didn't actually correlate. So I'm just wondering. Also, there's a person that was solicited for money because he was going to get evicted. Yeah, there was, like, a past thing with him as well. So, I don't know, chat. I think the best thing I can tell you about this is just, I'm waiting for more information. That's where I'm at. How do y'all feel about it? Yeah, I'm just waiting for more information. But yeah, GL, I would love to know what Alana and Asmund actually said. You keep saying they talked about it, but like, TLDR, like, what did they say about it? Maybe I can find it. I thought that he sent this video to one HR guy said the reason he was fired because of an ass report. That's what they did say. Yeah, that's what they did say, Melly. But normal, like, when you get let go for a reason like that, you're gonna get like a one sheet or like an email or something like that that like affirms that information, right? Because, like, technically, Melly, we're assuming that he's telling us the truth, right? Which, I'm not sitting here saying that he's lying or anything, but I'm saying, like, to do my due diligence, I haven't seen any information that's like, yeah, here's my one sheet, or here is, this is why I let go, here's the email follow-up, right? Right, exactly. I just want the documentation. I'm just doing my due diligence, right? So if his information is already doxed by himself, then Vex didn't dox him. Right, no. We never said Vex doxed him, right? We just said Vex spread the doxing information. Also, probably won't be within a couple hours. Could be also HR working that quick. It's weird. Yeah, I don't want to doubt it, right? But I'm assuming everybody involved in this is wrong until there's some solid conclusion, yeah. I think until something doesn't add up. Yeah, I think that... I don't know if the timing was bad or anything like that. Oh my god, I love when the chat members just ignore me when I have a question. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go find it. Yeah, give me a second, guys. Let me see if I can find this. Ask question, get no information. Love that. This is quite a long video. Alana did react to it. Yeah, Alana did react to the... Was it Tecton's video? Let me see here. Hold on. Oh, Zodiac reacted to Alana talking about it.
I guarantee you that.
Someone called his work and lost his fucking job. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. Apparently, this isn't even his email, and someone spoofed his email and used his real name to get him into trouble, and for Vex to get a horrible email sent to her.
Well, I want to remind you all, chat, that I showed you proof the other day that there's multiple emails, right? And this was a really big point because, if I remember right, Kier said something about her like making up this email, right? Well, here's actually one from back in January into a different anonymous VTuber under a different email. So this is somebody spoofing multiple emails, right?
I will get to this.
Yeah, I'd love to see
this person made a big tweet basically saying that Vex Milk is doing defamation right now publicly because of the impersonation issue Kodiak was having while he was away from his devices and doesn't own a hotmail. Her to say like, oh, I don't care. Someone is to me. I'm not going to leak anyone's government name because that's how people ended up dead. The internet is full of people who will go to stream lengths to hurt others, and I won't have a hand in being the reason someone ends up in a ditch. December 2nd, 2025.
Oh my god, who is King? Oh my goodness gracious, Blue.
Yet she puts this guy's name. This is his actual name right here next to the email that was spoofed, apparently. For those that don't know what spoofing is, it's like you create a fake email, and then it basically doesn't exist anymore.
Which is a huge error, right? Huge error.
So then people took another set of screenshots.
So, Gio, what did she say?
You don't get to post a full name next to a rape friend in college just sharing info. Going private won't erase the damage. Own it. This is while she was still private, too. I deleted the post with the email that was sent to me last night because bang.
Yeah, okay, so we covered all this.
I actually need to bring this up before I get into this, too. Yeah, that's what we corroborated.
Yeah, we already covered all this.
If you're doing that, I'm going to smack your ass. You're being jerked on the matter. Based on all the wild shit we've seen from Vex over the last half hour, I would not put it past her or her community to do all of this. But it's important to say, remember, this is all alleged. We're not sending her threats. We're not going to tell her, oh my god, you're a piece of shit. You need to off yourself. That's horrible. Don't fucking do that. If I ever catch you doing that, I'm going to smack your ass. You're being permabanned.
Ooh.
I'm going to shame you.
I guess she's seen that because Vex has had some really unhinged takes that you wouldn't put it past her, right? I mean, I guess I can't say I'm knowledgeable enough about all that. I do know that Vex has like crashed out before, right? But yeah, I don't really feel like there's much of an opinion in here other than just kind of like, yeah, this is shitty and you shouldn't have spread that information. So I'm gonna let the jury sit on this one, chat. I don't have really much more to add to this, but again, let me know how you feel about this whole thing, chat. Do you think that yeah, what do you think about this? Before I move on, what do y'all think about it? Hi, Penny put his info out there, so technically it can't really be doxed by name alone. It's already had place since Vex Milk may have initially spread his information further, which is problematic. I don't know if I would 100% hold her accountable. My question is, right, because he's doxed himself before, right? If other people did this to him and just the timing of it was really awful, right? Yeah, see, a big thing for me is, like, I want to make sure it's censored. And also, hasn't he, like, retweeted his own, like, doxing information? I mean, I guess at that point, might as well, but... I mean, regardless whether she thought it was real name or not, she still owns that, right? Yeah, it's just all, like, so questionable, right? It's he said, she said. The situation is so weird, chat. Such a weird situation. Yeah, if other people do it, more people will get involved. And it'll be more lawsuits. His haters would have his name the first time regardless of X. Sure. I remember he said that in his last stream that he was careless about his information. Right, exactly. So, like, my question, Zolo, that I keep asking, which nobody has proof for, the only person that would be Zodiac, right, is how do we know for sure that him doxing his own information, which has resulted in multiple emails being created to spoof him, right, didn't lead to him losing his job? How do we know that back spreading it resulted in that, right? Because we're like, oh, well, this person was the one, but they've actually went on record to be like, well, it wasn't about you, it was about the person they emailed. So, I don't know, there's just too much up in the air right now. There's just too much up in the air. Yeah, and like, I don't really know. I'm not a lawyer, right? So, I don't know. Somebody said Asman covered the law on it. I guess you would have to tie the email, like, you would have to tie the job loss to Vex, right? I think it's a very bad situation all around. Even his own info was out there already by Vex. Posting it, the supposed report has something valid to be about. Especially these spoofed emails where to fish for someone to post about it even once. To have it out there so he could be reported his job. Exactly. I mean, it's still problematic, right? For spreading the information. I think it's just more the person that was alleged to have done it said they didn't do it. So that's where we're just like, what the fuck is going on? Very crazy situation, chat. Very, very crazy situation. In other news, I want to talk about what's going on here. Because our time is getting lower, guys. Let's talk for a moment about Saba, chat. Yeah, here we go. My full opinion, as I'm probably making real clear, is that complete outsider's perspective, they all seem not good. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. He dismantled this so easily in court with the fact that he already doxed himself like crazy long ago. Yeah, I'm not a lawyer, so I guess we'll just have to ask Kono. Kono would be the person to ask. So anyway, chat, let's talk for a moment here about Saba. Now, guys, does anybody need to know who Saba is? Or do you know who Saba is? You know, there's a certain VTuber that graduated. They kind of remind me of, like, what's the sound a shark makes? Gar, or something like that, right? Gar, somebody that graduated from Hololive. Well, they decided to, maybe start a new life as this random fish lady named Saba. Yes, exactly, chat. If you want the ultimate hint of ultimate hints, there's one letter I can say. There you go, chat. So let's go take a look here. With some concerns over Saba. Now, we'll let you know, guys, Saba has not streamed in several months. Saba has been very outspoken and very upfront about their health issues. So this isn't a surprise to anybody that Saba's not streamed in a while, right, guys? Well, this has drawn a lot of controversy, this person's tweet here. Let's talk about it. Here we have from Atomic. I told myself that if she didn't stream or make a community post, by the next time this renews, I would have to cancel it, talking about their YouTube membership. But it's really such a hard decision for me. I want to keep supporting her, but in my opinion, it's a little screwed up just to go AWOL without any notice. So, TLDR here. This person is contemplating canceling their membership because Saba has not really put out a lot of content. It's kind of gone AWOL without any, information, and is not creating content. And they're like, well, I'm going to cancel my membership, right? So this has kind of caused a bit of a debate, right? So they go on to say there's a single other VTuber I know that take this many frequent hiatuses. The VR chat ban controversy. I have not, Ali. You can put it inside of my Discord under VTuber news. They take this many frequent hiatuses without even making a post. I'm not even asking for much here, just a big sorry about lack of content, personal things happen. But we get nothing. Maybe I'll change my mind in the morning. But for now, I just feel kind of sad. I've been a fan of hers since her first incarnation. Just kind of sucks to get basically nothing from a content creator. I enjoy, like I said, I'm going to sleep on it. But now this is where it stands for me. And I know y'all don't really care, but this is my social media. I'm going to vent my feelings if I want to, right? So here's my thoughts, chat. So a lot of people kind of came out about this going, How dare you? You're venting your feelings. Normal Twitter stuff, right? Here's my thoughts. I'm gonna tell you, chat. Number one, you are allowed to do whatever you want with your own money, right? It is your money. You're allowed to do it. If you want to support her, do it. If you feel like that, you know, she's not making enough content for you to support that, absolutely. That is 100% allowed. It's your money, your subscription. You can subscribe to who you want to, right? The thing I will say is, right here is probably the problem. I don't really care, but it's my social media. I'm going to vent my feelings if I want to. And it's totally allowed, right? But people did push back on this tweet, right? They give him a lot of hell over it. And you got to understand, right? When you make an announcement like this, it might cause some problems. It might cause some problems, chat. When you go public to talk about this stuff or vent your feelings, people are going to push back on it. Inevitably complain about it. It's Twitter. It's just one of those things. And I'm sorry you had to deal with that, but it is what it is, right? Sadly, it does suck. What I will say about this, in my opinion, is I don't think this is, I don't think this is a post that needs to be made public, right? You can do whatever you want. We also have to understand that people are going to maybe try to give you shit over it because you put it on Twitter, right? I mean, this blew up. Look at this, chat. I mean, that is a lot of comments, a lot of quotes. You know, people say, stop giving me money, using you as a wallet. You know, I feel like we're crazy seeing those people roasting this post when a perk of memberships is only live streams, right? I'm seeing this person get dragged. I mean, I don't see why this person needs to get dragged at all. They don't at all. But it's just a platform where people don't care. They just want to make it worse. Yeah, people drag them, but it's your money. You support who you want to support, right? And that's totally okay. I think that you just have to expect if you're going to make it public, people are going to go after you, sadly. Doesn't matter. You can be like, the sky's blue. People are going to attack you. The earth is round. They're going to attack you. It's basically just a vent post, but again, the problem with a vent post is you open yourself up to public scrutiny, right? And I'm not saying they did anything wrong. It's just the fact that they posted it, and you can't be surprised that people are going to drag you, even if they're wrong, right? Because again, there's nothing wrong with this. It's fine. Or you want to support, they're not making content. It's your money, right? But they do also have, like, you know, members only live stream, loyalty badges, etc. So, I mean, it is a perk of their stuff, right? And if they're not putting out content that you feel like needs to be supported, that's fine. Let's say hypothetically, chat. Let's say that I change my content, right? And I start really leaning into right-wing politics or something, right? If you want to stop supporting me, that's your prerogative, right? You can do what you want. It's your money and you support who you want to support. Well, you know, obviously I'm not going to do that, but you get exactly what I'm saying here, chat. So there you go. It's just a situation like that. You can support who you want to support and do what you want to do. I just don't see why that's such a problem, and to drag this person for that, you know, like it really just doesn't make sense. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, that is the situation going on with Saba. How do y'all feel about this, chat? And what's your thoughts on this one? Baby's first drama. Yeah, it kind of feels that way. To be honest. You can do what you want. That's exactly how I feel about it. I'm just like, you do whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's your money. Like, who cares? You know? I'm not going to judge you for what you do. Do whatever the hell you want. He's a different kind of VTuber, let her breathe. I mean, like, I can see why people don't want to defend it because she's constantly gone. And that's fine. Like, she has her own health issues. She has her own stuff going on. I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it as to, like, why we're so concerned with how other people are spending their money. If she's got stuff going on, she's got health issues, well, she's got health issues, right? And you can decide if you want to support that or not. It's literally your decision. I get a frustration to lack of communication, but I also don't think it justifies posts. Exactly. I just think that venting it is going to get you in trouble at the end of the day. Yeah, and it's ultimately, it's not really that big of a deal. It's really not. It's really not that big of a deal, chat. Maybe some voice complaints and then decide. Yeah, I mean, you can criticize people, right? You can absolutely criticize people, but at the same time, like, I can understand why you want to cancel because they're not pushing out stuff. But also at the same time, like, if they have health issues, they have health issues. That's just part of understanding what is going on with a content creator, right? Some people are healthy, some people are not. It's totally fine, guys. Unless we real subs are pennies in the bucket for people like them who make 100K sponsorships. I mean, that's true. That's true as well. All right, Les, I have a collab here in about 15 minutes. So we're going to read out to one of our co-collaborators. Her name is Smuggies. She was the first one I found that was live. So we're going to rate her. But thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you all. I will see you tomorrow for tea time. And of course, I'll also see you Sunday for even more news. I think we're going to do a combo IRL news and to catch up on the rest of VTuber news, because I didn't get through everything that I wanted to today. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you over for this big collab that's going down. Okay, guys? Bye, everybody. Have a good rest of your day, okay? Yeah, stick around. This is going to be a fun collab. There's a lot of really cool people involved in this one. Bye, YouTube. Yeah, exactly. We just can't be sure one way or another. So, bye, guys. Have a good one, kitty.